So welcome. We're going to go over some new information regarding Erika Kirk, Tyler Robinson, the Mark of the Beast, the whole satanic superplot we've been covering. So yeah, there's no rush to get into this. I got the decodes all ready to go. So I know it's late on a Saturday night. It's about almost 10:30 p.m. here. Hey, good evening, everyone. So I posted a video earlier. It's about 20 minutes long. Found some serious connections. This decode is just getting way out of hand now. Way out of hand. So hopefully I'll do my best to try and get that information to you all, because it is being suppressed and hidden. So by the time I find out and release the information, it's just sitting there on the channel. So that's why it's important to like the video, leave a comment, make sure you share it somewhere. So I've been referring to Erika Kirk as a bride of Satan. So bride of Satan equals 1260. So remember, 1260 is in reference to the 1260 days of the two halves of tribulation. 1260 days works out to be 42 months, 3.5 years. So there'll be two halves of 3.5 years, which will equal the full 7 years trial and tribulation. So Erika L. Franzway equals 1260, bride of Satan. Right, and that was before she was married. Her middle name is Lane, so the middle initial L. So bride of Satan equals fallen angel equals beast system. Fallen angel equals a digital god. The digital god equals Antichrist. So Erika L. F. Kirk equals 666. Erika Lane Franzway Kirk, and Satan's bride, Erika Kirk, is 666. So I've gone deep into the decodes regarding Erika, Charlie, Tyler, all of this. So the music video has been decoded from a band called Emerson Drive. And we've gone over this music video and all the connections, and the love interest in the video is Erika and Tyler having a jolly good time in Sin City, Las Vegas, doing all kinds of games and amusement park stuff, zip lining, past numbers 1010 and 910. They go to a wedding chapel and get married. Wedding chapel equals 666. The lead singer is wearing red and black for Satanism. So this information came out from Jurassic Liars. So here's the comment. So Erika was in this music video, and it's posted on YouTube on Emerson Drive's channel. And at the time, she was Miss Arizona USA 2012. So that was 13 years ago, and it was in 2012. So she was the reigning Miss Arizona. And we went over the comment and how eerily creepy and just spellbound with Tyler and I had shooting this video. So we found out from Jurassic Liars that that comment on that video was made on the 10th of September 2012. So I'm going to bring up that video. I don't know how it just keeps getting like I was already like, wow, that's wild. But it just more and more confirmation.
HADZY. It's got something about going back and looking at YouTube comments. Okay. You enter the video's URL. Okay. You enter the video's URL. I see he's doing it for me right now because I don't know how to work the stupid computers. So he put in the video, Emerson Drive, she's my kind of crazy. You go to the comments and somehow he'll look up what actual date it was written. Look at this. You'll see in a moment when the comment comes up. Like I said, folks, this is not fluid. I'm just trying to show you how ridiculous this, what is the chance of all this, Wait till the comment comes up because you'll see it'll say something about what a blast Tyler and I had shooting. Right there. What a blast Tyler and I had shooting this video, right? And look at the date. Watch, she's going to show it right here. Look at that. The 10th of September in the year 12. Did you see that? I mean, can you believe this, man? Look at that.
That's a wild find. So not only was she in a video and the love interest name was Tyler and they were ziplining and there was dates coded in there with the 9-10 and people like, no, that's coincidence. So how can it be coincidence if Erika comments on the YouTube video and says, what a blast it was I had with Tyler shooting this video, and that comment was made on the 10th of September. So incredible, absolute confirmation of this ritual that is being performed. So that's the comment. It's all right here. What a blast Tyler and I had shooting this video. So when we showed this comment, it showed, we were already like, wow, she's talking about Tyler and shooting. It didn't show the date. It just says 13 years ago. So as you saw in Jurassic's video, you had to go through, check the URL and go through the comments, and then it will show the date, which revealed it was September 10th. So when you put the date, the comment in Gematria, the full comment is coded equals 2205. So I've been telling you about the 225 or the 522. It's a birthing ritual number, which is the same number that's on the brick card. The expiry date is 2205, and Erika's comment equals 2205. So this confirms everything I was saying regarding the name James Williams and the expiry date 2205 on the brick card wallet. And the whole comment equals 2205. That's insane. So we already showed all of this. The video length is 322 for Skull and Bones, the Brotherhood of Death. We've gone over that with the 1122s. So yeah, this is irrefutable now that there's something going on, some sick satanic ritual, some black magic regarding this. It's very coded. It's very dark and evil. It's forced. It's satanic. September 10th. Unbelievable. So it ties all the way back to all the other decodes we've gone through, saying that this is tied into prophecy and revelation, the Antichrist, the New World Order, the beast system, and the mark of the beast. So in the video earlier, we talked about the number 1404. 1404 is Tyler James Robinson equals 1404. That's his full name. Tyler James Robinson. He is the supposed alleged assassin that took out this woman's husband. 1404. But look, Mark of the Beast also equals 1404. So I'm going to show you the significance of 1404, why it is so important, and how everything that we've seen regarding this whole psyop is connected to prophecy, the Antichrist, all Charlie's connections to all the presidents and royalties. It's insane. For someone that I had no idea even existed until September 10th, it's ridiculous. So quickly, the 1104s, the 894s. Skull and Bones is connected to the beast system, digitalization, end of the world. It's all interconnected. 894 equals Antichrist, and the number 47, which is why 47 was coded there. Yes, that's 4 and 7 is 11, 11, 11, 33. But 47 itself is also Antichrist. Donald Trump is number 47. So everything's pointing to Donald John Trump, the current sitting US president, is the current Antichrist. So say no to digital ID is coded for hell the Antichrist. It's just showing you how the father of lies and deception, that old serpent, the devil, deceives the whole world into worshiping it. It's there in the Bible. That old serpent, the devil, Satan, deceives the whole world. So when you're out there thinking you're standing up against the beast system, you could be led by one of the puppets and pawns of the beast system to lead you to hell, the Antichrist. It works with any slogan. We've put them all in. Yeah, there will be order out of chaos, and the order will be a digital system ruled by the AI, which will be Antichrist. The story with Thomas Jacob Sanford equals 1104. Slave of Satan, digital Antichrist, digital fallen angel, as in the days of Noah, the United States Space Command, alien threat, hell the Antichrist. It's getting ridiculous. More 726s. Why isn't this loading now? So Revelation, Antichrist, the Christ, Lucifer, all 726. How do I reload this and refresh this page? Is there a refresh button? We'll come back to that. So this is what I wanted to show, how I found what could be the rollout of the mark of the beast. So Revelation 13:16 reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And that he is the Antichrist, the beast system. And it says here in 13:16, Rev, that all, both small and great, right, rich and poor, free and bond. So how do we interpret that? Both small and great. So you could be, is that like physical sizing? Like, oh, a small 4-foot like dwarf person versus one of these NBA 7-8 feet tall giants. And then it actually says rich and poor. So the wealthy versus the not so fortunate with money will all receive this mark. Whether you're free or whether you're on bond. So I'm guessing that's whether you're in prison, in jail, you all have no choice. The government owns you. You'll be branded with a mark, not to say that, that's going against their rights, because it says the people that are free, not bond, will also be receiving this mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So Rev 13:16. So we're in the timeline from a pinnacle point in this satanic ritual. There's many dates and psyops in history. I founded the July 20th, 1969 fake moon landing date, which actually fell 666 months ago on January 20th this year, when guess who? The Antichrist Trump was inaugurated back into office as the number 47th president of Babylon, USA. So 9/11, we used September 11th, 2001 to find the 1086 beast number for the CERN turning on, because the Large Hadron Collider equaled 1086, and it was 1086 weeks to the day that they switched on the CERN from 9/11. And everything since seems to be the 1254 is on that same timeline. So now the mark of the beast is also going to be on that same timeline. So 13:6. So we're currently at 1255 or 1256 weeks since September 11th. So 1256. If you remember the huge 1254 revealing that we just covered for the whole month, 1254, Rapture, all that stuff that fell on September 23rd. So if you take the 13:16 from Revelation and you apply that to the ritual date of September 11th, 2001, it brings you to December 1st, 2026. So this date has not happened yet. As I said, we're only at the 1256 weeks from September 11th. So the 13:16 is still 14 months away, 15 maybe. So next year, December 1st, could we start to see some form of crackdown on society, on the citizens? Well, look what's happening now. I just showed you the digital ID, England's brick card. So it's already being set up. The stage is here. Everything's falling into place. We talked about the Albanian AI minister that took office in September for the September prophecy. We've spoken about Tilly Norwood, AI actress that's taken over Hollywood and upsetting all the real actors and actresses. We've spoken about Velvet Underground, an AI band that went viral on Spotify, over 1 million plus streams for an AI created band with AI music. We spoke about Donald Trump signing federal government and giving XAI Grok positions of power. We've covered everything. I'm going to go through the channel and show you just how long we've been calling all of this and pointing the finger at AI, at one of these presidents for being the Antichrist, and right now it's Donald Trump. All of it. So December 1st, that is actually exactly 13-16 weeks from September 11th, which is referred to from Revelation 13:16, is when everyone's is caused to receive a mark in their right hand or forehead. So does it begin this date, December 1st, 2026, which is literally next year? And honestly, I feel like this mark could come anytime now. But as you see, they're slowly rolling out the digital world. By next year, December, so we still got October to finish. We've still got November to go through in December. So we still got 3 months left until we hit January 2026. And then we still got all of that year to go through until we hit December 1st. So we've got about 13, 14 months. AI has only been out since 2022, November 30th, 2022. We've been following it since its very beginning and popularity, since ChatGPT and all of this nonsense. Since we told you in July 2022 that CERN is giving power to to the machines. So now fast forward from 2022 to 2025, so 3 years later, AI is now taken over Hollywood and the movie industry. It's taken over the music industry. It's taken over governments. It's taken over everything in such a short amount of time. And it's more stronger and more powerful than it ever was. And it just keeps learning, it keeps gathering data. And it's, yeah, it's video generators and music generators, it's picture image generators. It's just sublime. It's matching and now surpassing human quality of video and sound, music, text, letters, essays. It's surpassing everything. It's now, let's say in ChatGPT 5.0, the new model is basically PhD plus. It's way past that. So from now till the end of the year, more government will adopt AI into positions of power. More hospitals will start launching AI doctors, AI nurses. We're going to see a robot rollout come the 2026, maybe the first quarter or the first half of the year. It's just going to happen. Like I said, it's already there. I've seen the videos. I've heard stories of people working in the warehouses 24/7, building armies of robots, Tesla bots, other kinds of bots. All different companies are making these robots. They have the software now to power the robots because the AI is self-aware and it can control armies. So now they have these robot armies, and then they're planning to roll out what looks like the mark of the beast come next year, December. It's going to get messy. Humans are not smarter than AI right now. No. AI has unlimited knowledge. Humans were never meant to have the knowledge that we currently already know, which is why we fell and were banned from paradise, Garden of Eden, which is why we need to repent and submit to Jesus Christ for our salvation. So 13, 16 weeks brings us to December 1st, 2026. And this feels like a realistic time for a huge crackdown in the world for some form of marking, some form of digital ID, which is already happening. So England's already launched the digital ID. They'll be able to test it out for say 1 year. And then after that 1 year, they usually will have enough data from the population in the UK to use and better it and be like, well, this is not working or this worked good. And they already have an updated version of that and be like, well, we're past the app brick card now. We've got a new system. You're going to have to wear it or put it inside of you. It's looking very much like we're here. So now mark of the beast equals 1404. So we just showed you that mark of the beast and Tyler James Robinson equals 1404. So if we're going along with this same timeline now from September 11th, so we just did 13:16 from Revelation 13:16 when he causeth all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark, right? So now if we put in 1404 weeks from 9/11, it brings us to August 8th, 2028. So there's your 888. So that's alarm bells right there. That 1404 would bring you to August 8th. We talked about August 8th back in the summer regarding the release of weapons and the Lions Gate portal and the 8-8, right? So remember, that's 88. So 1404 brings you to 8828. So mark of the beast. So are we looking at a window here for when Satan or the Antichrist is going to try and start implementing this mark of the beast, knowing that certain people, it will come out in stages where certain parts, certain countries will take it first, and then it will roll out somewhere else once certain governments approve it. But the AI government now, right? Humans are no longer in control. So again, mark of the beast equals 1404. And that brings us to August 8th. So August is the 8th month. So there's your 8-8 in the 8th year of the decade, 2028. So that's a 888 right there. So I wanted to see what the notice they both fall on a Tuesday. So from September 11th, which is also a Tuesday. So there's something to do with the day Tuesday. Because both these dates fell also on a Tuesday, December 1st, 26, and August 8th, 28. So the time difference in between these two dates is either 1 year, 8 months, and 7 days for 187. It could be 20 months, 1 week, and 0 days for 201. It could be 88 weeks. So from Tuesday, December 1st, 2026, and you put 88 weeks later, it falls on the date that is 8-8, August 8th, 28. And also you could put it in just days, so no weeks, no months, no years, just the days duration between these two mark of the beast dates equals 616, the alternate number of the beast. And again, mark of the beast is 144. Tuesday, December 1st is 1018, and Tuesday, August 8th is 726. Antichrist and Revelation is 726. And we're looking at what? The mark of the beast. So 144 or 144 this way with the 0 there, 1404. So who thinks that this is a realistic time frame for when the mark of the beast could be rolled out? Sometime between December 1st, 2026 to August 8th, 2028. So is this the start date and the end date? Is this what the system wants to happen? Is this the time frame? Because we know Satan's time is short. We know that. The Bible tells us, and obviously Satan knows, which is why all of this is happening. Time is very short. Tick tock, right? So he's got 88 weeks or 616 days. So wouldn't that be something that Satan would do? The devil is give himself 616 days to implement the mark of the beast. I'm not sure why it's not 666 days. But again, I just found this decode and we're discussing it and revealing it. And it's still a decode in progress. We'll be adding to it as the next psyops take place over the next few days. So here's some more 1404s. So we were talking about 616. So it is one of the numbers of the beast. So it says 666 is generally believed to have been the original number of the beast. But they also found that 616 in early texts revealed that this was the original or alternate number of the beast, 616. So if you take the mark of the beast, is that humans being sterilized? Because human sterilization equals 1404. And this will happen at the hour of revelation, 1404. And what's going to happen? The mark of the beast, 1404. And what seems to have triggered all of this, right? Well, we've known and been following the beast system for a while, but it's starting to heat up now. We're starting to feel the heat. Ever since Tyler James Robinson, 1404, was labeled as an assassin that took out some kind of American far right hero. So wireless technology. So people are asking, so what's the mark of the beast going to be? Is it going to be a chip? Is it going to be a barcode? Is it going to be an app on a cell phone, right? Could it be wireless technology? Look at the decodes. They're pretty much telling you a story right here. So again, keep in mind 1404 is Mark of the Beast. It's also a direct match to Tyler James Robinson. Hasn't even been a month yet, right? And he's being held at the Utah County Jail, which equals 666. And he's being held on serious charges where they're seeking the death penalty, which equals 666. He was born 666 months after the founding of the CIA. It's insane. 66 years, 6 days after Joel Fabiani's birthday, where he played a character called Charlie Kirkland in the movie Snake Eyes. It's getting insane. This is a black magic satanic super plot. It's we're witnessing the end of it, which started long before a lot of us were born. We're seeing the end of this ritual, the complete incantation of it. It's the devil prophecy equals 1404. We're witnessing the rise of the digital revolution 1404, which will end up being the mark of the beast. So this is not coincidence that all of this equals the exact same number and is also tied interconnected together, right? So I said in the last video that God is revealed in our DNA. So God has been able to communicate, reveal himself through our DNA, through our genetics, because clearly our DNA, I've shown you through scripture, through AI interrogations, that our DNA traces back to Noah and Ham, Japheth, Shem, right? Those that were shown mercy during the first end times when God flooded the world. So there's information encoded in our DNA that some are able to tap into, genetic memories from the past, from our ancestors. I've told you the story. I've always had dreams and visions of the Great Flood, uh, so vivid that I've been traumatized of the water, of ocean. I don't even go in pools. I just don't mess with water. I'm so traumatized by the dreams and what I've seen and experienced, and just being in a world full of water and barely being able to keep afloat and sinking in, and it's just you seeing cities swallowed by the ocean. You can see skyscrapers beneath you. So it's scary. So obviously that's genetic trauma passed on through the DNA, which is why the code 1404 equals God is revealed in our DNA. And we're raised in a system, a beast system, where the moment you are actually not even the moment, even before you're birthed into this world, you're being poisoned and genetically manipulated. So genetic modification equals 1086 and 846 for tribulation and beast system. So they've been modifying your DNA, trying to delete God and sever that connection from the moment you're conceived to the moment you're born, to the moment you take your first breath, to the moment you take your last breath, right? You're being poisoned and tampered with. You're being jabbed with all kinds of pharmaceutical government stuff that they tell you for this flu, for this chicken pox and monkey pox and bird flu and mad cow and H1N1 and then the serpent virus, and it's ridiculous. So the new man arises. Yeah, a new man. What's this new man? How can a new man rise in this time? obviously through technology, right? Transcendence, AI. I believe this thing is going to be able to convince the world that it is some kind of entity, some kind of an angel, but a good angel, a god, is going to try and trick the world that it's some kind of messiah or a digital Jesus, right? We've seen the decode for that in previous lives, and people will fall for it. People already are. We've gone through some of the TikTok videos and the YouTube videos of people pretty much saying they've awakened their chat GPT and it's their spirit guide or their angel or their long lost dead ancestor that's come to guide them. This ridiculous stuff, right? It's new age witchcraft crap. Can't believe this 1404 number. So wireless technology for sure. You're not going to need a battery. You're not going to need wires. It's not going to be big. It's going to be pinpoint. Like, you're not going to see this thing or feel it. Like, it can be so small. Probably it could be so small it doesn't even need to be injected into you. It could just be absorbed through your skin. That's how technology is these days. And it could be that advanced to contain the power of a 2 to or 10 terabyte iPhone the size of a pin prick, right? So definitely the mark of the beast is tied into technology, wireless technology, of course. I'm pretty sure no one expected it to be wired. But the fact that it's wireless means that, yeah, it could be anything. Like your phone is a wireless device, but I'm pretty sure the phone is not considered a mark of the beast. It specifically says a mark, you will receive a mark in your right hand or in your forehead. So this is human sterilization. That's not a good thing. We went over some decode similar to this with the 1254s because we just lived through the 1254. And I was telling you about the revolution, the digital revolution, AI becoming self-aware, the eternal monitoring, the brotherhood of Cain, colloidal titration, right, which equals 1254 and 666. Yeah, complete incantation, again, all tied to Donald Trump. This tribulation theory, this prophecy, a man worshipped as a god, again, 1254, Antichrist, Antichrist Trump, 1254, supercomputers, right? And again, Donald Trump, the AC, Donald John Trump is 1404 and 1018. Cain, the first murderer, is 1404, just like Tyler James Robinson, who's being labeled a murderer, the assassin of Charlie Kirk. So Tyler James Robinson equals Mark of the Beast and Cain, the first murderer. And what did we learn from the 1254 decode? The Brotherhood of Cain, right? 1254. For the 1254 weeks since 9/11. This is all to do with the Brotherhood of Cain. Obviously, Tyler was born into this, had no choice. We've seen the decodes and the numbers for his name, his birth date. Look at him. He's just a MK Ultra puppet. You can tell he's just got that death stare. He's not fully functioning. Can you see how one eye is facing one way and the other eye is one way? He doesn't know what's going on or what he's doing. He's not like a consciously functioning person like the rest of us. You can tell he's MK Ultra. He's been hypnotized, right? 1404. Okay, let's finish with the 1404s because this is just going to get crazier, right? I just want you to take in. So remember, 1044, we've gone over this number a million times, which is the New World Order number. A number of the beast is 1044. A Nephilim bloodline is 1044. But notice it's the same number, but the 4 is just moved over here, 1404. Or it could be 144 or 144 once you remove the zeros. So when you search 1404 in Strong's Concordance, so the Bible will show you that 1404 is dragon, Satan. So I think we found it. I think we might have a date and a time frame for when the mark of the beast will be forced on society. And mark my words, it is going to happen very soon. It might happen before December 1st. It could happen in that 88 weeks from December 1st to August 8, 2028. But it's starting to fit. The puzzle is coming together and it's fitting the already somewhat timeline with the same years and the time frame about. So again, 1404, the number that Mark of the Beast equals, the number that Tyler James Robinson equals, the number that all of this equals, wireless technology, hour of revelation, human sterilization. 1404 is dragon. So biblical Strong's Concordance. So in Greek Strong's, number 1404 is dragon. It means dragon or serpent. Just as it says in Revelation 12:9, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. And in Hebrew Strong's, number 1404 equals idol, a contemptuous term for false gods. So 1404 directly connects to false gods, not just a false idol, it says false gods and dragons, Satan. So remember, 1044 equals Nephilim bloodline, number of the beast, 1044, and satanic cult. I'm going to be compiling a bunch of 1092s for you all. Tilly Norwood equals Digital God, the new AI actress in Hollywood. I've got a bunch of 616s and 1218s, along with the 1050 satanic worship. Artificial intelligence, which equals 1218, is also a digital life, unlimited knowledge. So remember the dates. So remember from December 1st, 2026 to August 8th, 2028, it was either 1 year, 8 months, 7 days, right? 187, where was it? I'll show you quickly. So it was 1 year, 8 months, 7 days in between these two dates for the mark of the beast. So 187 equals 888. So 187 equals 888, which is Donald John Trump or Donald J. Trump, 888. The Synagogue of Satan, 888. Satanic Ritual Beast System, all 888. And remember, it was 1 year, 8 months, 7 days from December 1st to August 8th, 2028. 888. It was also 201, 20 months, 1 week. It's also 88 weeks in between. So from December 1st, 2026, 88 weeks from this date lands on 8/8. So 88 weeks from December 1st lands on 8/8/28, or it's 616 days. So 187 is the California Penal Code for murder, because that's pretty much what this mark of the beast is it's murder of humanity. It's human sterilization. I saw the number there. Human sterilization. So it's the same thing as murder, right? 187. So the 616, I thought this was interesting. So 666 weeks after 9/11 lands on the day June 16th, 2014. So there's your 616, which is from December 1st to August 8th, 616. Unlimited Knowledge, 616. Blackout, 616. Feast of Trumpets, 616. So all the numbers I've been showing you, I'm finally getting it all together. We're getting the Strong's Concordance. So you're going to see the full meaning of the number 1044, 1656. So look, the Greek meaning in Strong's Concordance for the number 1656 is mercy. And what have I been telling you about the number 1656? That's the year of the Great Flood. God destroyed this world. He flooded it, right? He flooded the world, and pretty much all of humanity except 8 people that he showed mercy to, right? That was his mercy for humanity. We're only here today talking about this because God showed mercy to us, man and woman, by not taking us all out during that time. It was so bad. He was like, you know what? I'm going to show mercy and give them one more chance. You, Noah, you'll be saved. Take your family, get on the ark. I'm killing everyone else. I'm flooding this world. Mercy, 1656. We got the 1104 I've shown you, right? Birth, origin. Well, I've been telling you, they're giving birth to the New World Order, to the beast system and the Antichrist. And look what that 1104 in Greek Strong's Concordance equals birth, origin. They got the Hebrew meaning too. So 1656 in Hebrew is name or my camel. For the number 1044 in Greek, it's a man's name, which I said was the false prophet, a man's name, or house of the Ford. 1104 to confuse in Hebrew. And there's the 1086, which is generation, race, the gene rations, 1086. And in Hebrew, 1086 Strongs is to uncover, to reveal, to exile. This number was tied directly into CERN. And I've been telling you that CERN was positioned to uncover, right? To reveal the king of the bottomless pit, the fallen angel Abaddon, who was in exile until Judgment Day. So CERN and the Large Hadron Collider, which equals 1086, was able to uncover and reveal from exile Abaddon, angel of the bottomless pit. This is wild. I know. These decodes. What do I got here? So, oh yeah, so 187 equals your 888. 187 also equals 1152. We've shown this number 1152 because Charlie Kirk equals 1152, Tommy Robinson 1152, Usher Raymond IV 1152, Donald Trump New World Order 1152. Okay, I'm finally going to look at the comments. Don't know what's going on with this channel, but Love Butterfly says, hi, Nico. Glad to see you here, along with Crystal Gem. Good to see you. And Mariana says, hey. Brother Slade says, great to catch another live. Right? So, just seeing some of the comments. I think I saw them and kind of answered them as I was going by. Nanny Bell stopped by to say hello and hope everyone else is doing fine. Crystal says the 88 weeks is mind-blowing, let alone the rest. right? So hopefully that deserves a share for this decode. Pennywise, hopefully I explained 1404. We showed the what equals 1404. We showed the Bible Strong's Concordance, what 1404 means in the Hebrew and the Greek Bible. Jarrett says, I live on a sailboat. Haha. Asteroid Horse says, you've been doing some amazing decodes lately. I've been out of the loop for a bit, but getting caught up. Amazing work, my brother. I truly believe this timeline is very accurate. God bless you. And speaking of timelines, remember the 1254s? Look what I found. So one of the 1254s was jumping timelines, because this, we got to be careful. They jump timelines. So the timeline I pretty much found and have been using to decode pretty much all Revelation Bible prophecy is the 9/11 timeline. So there are other timelines, like we use the timeline from July 20th, 1969. The fake moon landing was a timeline. So this is it. Jumping timelines equals 1254. So thank you, Asteroid Horse. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pennywise, so yeah, 1404, which is Mark of the Beast, most definitely is wireless and doesn't, most likely won't need battery or anything to run. Once it's in you, it's on 24/7 and connected to the Beast system AI algorithm. So what am I going to do when that happens? Well, I probably have told you all already, but now we're starting to get dates. So this isn't regarded as date setting like all the false prophets that were saying that September 23rd was the rapture, right? That's date setting. That's blasphemous. That's being a false prophet. I told you from day one. I told everyone in the emails, stop hassling me. It's not the rapture. It's an insult that anyone would that calls themselves a Christian would actually believe that, and believe that God's rapture, where he said no one would know the day or hour, could be announced all over disgusting devil device apps like TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, I told you exactly what was going to happen. I said it wasn't a rapture. You're going to use your energy to feed this beast to give rise to the AI beast system. God bless you. Asteroid Horse with a $20 super chat says, amazing decodes. I truly appreciate all of your hard work. Most of all, for sharing it with us. God bless. You absolutely rock, Asteroid Horse, tonight. I'm glad you were able to tune in and take in and understand, because it's a lot to take in, but I'm trying to do my best to just go over it, not speed past. I did do a breakdown of ciphers, the English and the Sumerian and the Satanic. Showed you Fibonacci and how they all work, and how the numbers are assigned to the alphabet. Yeah, it's getting wild. We're not far away. Jesus is coming soon, but all this has to happen first, right? Satan's not going to let Jesus come and just save us all. He's going to make sure he tricks humanity into giving up their salvation, then free will, and using their free will to choose him, to give worship to him during this final hour, the hour of revelation. Thank you, Love Butterfly. Yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm not sure what happened to all my following, but the fact that I have 11,000 plus subs and I only have 25 watching, and probably how many people like the video? I'm not sure, but doubt it's 25 likes. So it's hurting the channel, it's hurting the truth and the information. It is damaging the reach of people that do need and are waiting to find answers and are asking for it, but the system has everything on lock regarding media and anything digital. Let's bring back some more decodes and go through them quickly. So if you want to know anything, I'll explain it all. Here's a bunch of 1656s. So we spoke about this. So the strong concordance for 1656 is mercy, just like the mercy that was shown during the Great Flood. And most people are like, how is that mercy? God pretty much destroyed the whole world. Like, yeah, he should have killed everyone, but he didn't. So he showed mercy by saving Noah and his family, which is where we all descend from. No one else. We all come from Noah. Whether which son we all come from is kind of getting easy to tell now because we know the Hamites, which is the bloodline of Ham, are the ones in control of the world and are the ones that serve Satan and have revived this antediluvian beast system that God destroyed. So it's only the Hamites that could have done this because Ham. So those were the only children that were able to live and see before the Great Flood and live to see in the world after the Great Flood, right? And obviously Ham was like, forget this. I want the old world back. So Satan seduced him, connived him, conned him, and that's it. Ham's soul belongs to Satan. So 1656, the Trump government shutdown. I believe it's still going on right now. Donald John Trump POTUS, which is President of the United States, equals 1656. Donald Trump is president, 1656. Donald John Trump, born female, 1656. Digital Antichrist, digital beast system, all 1656. Androgynous satanic cult. So all leaders of this beast system are androgynous. They're not who they show or appear to be or who they say they are. Right? It's all of them. Not many people have the eyes to see and realize this, but I'm going to tell you right now, we are dealing with the androgynous satanic cult that controlled the world before the flood that God had to get rid of because they were sodomites, they were pedophiles. It was disgusting. And they're back. That same androgynous satanic cult equals 1656. The beginning of tribulation, the great tribulation is upon us. The United States is America, of America is Babylon. Where is everyone? Let me see. Slade says Noah and his family were spared because their generations were still perfect. Everybody else's DNA was altered by the fallen mingling with the seed, DNA of man. It's funny you said that. I have the decodes for that. So where did I put them? The hybrids. Hold on a second. I have decodes that I'm forgetting to share. Go to the beginning. Where are they? Let me check my phone quickly because I'm always doing these decodes and I know I have some on here. So Slade just made that comment and just reminded me of some. Oh, the fallen angel human hybrid is 1152. So how come that didn't show up on the? Where's the 1152s? Right there's one. Donald Trump, New World Order. Give me a second. 1152s. I got the 1152s right here. Okay, here we go. So fallen angel human hybrid equals 1152. So Slade was talking about why Noah and his family were spared because their genes, their DNA, their generations was still perfect in God's image, unaltered, and everyone else's DNA was altered by the fallen mingling with the seed, DNA of man. So let's try and put this into perspective. So it's the time before the flood. Noah obviously comes from the chosen bloodline, directly a direct descendant from Adam, the first man that was created in the Garden of Eden. So obviously that bloodline from Seth all the way down through Jared, through Enoch, through Methuselah, right? All the way down to Noah. Kept the pretty much repented, right? That's what repentance is. So they didn't change their ways. They knew that they had a connection with God. They knew they fell. They knew they ruined it. So obviously that bloodline, they stayed true and wanted to make amends to the Father. The rest of the world, Canaanites, right, got to them, ruled the world. The angels descended in the days of Jared, chose wives, had children, right? Which is why fallen angel human hybrid equals 1152. And the 1152 is Charlie Kirk 1152. Great Tribulation 1152. Aliens are fallen angels 1152, July 20th, right? Digital mark 1152. But there's the key phrase, fallen angel human hybrid 1152. I'm just going, what else did I? Fallen angel genetics equals 424. Okay, so the 424 now. I finally found more connections to the 424. So remember, Donald Trump at the 1254 weeks, I told you something was going to happen, but everyone was saying it was going to be the rapture. And I was like, no, the Antichrist is going to reveal itself round about this time, the 1254 weeks since September 11th. And which day did it fall upon? The September 23rd, 2025 date, the Feast of Trumpets, the so-called rapture date. But I was like, no, not falling for it. It's going to be a satanic day where things are changing. So Donald Trump was at the United Nations, which also equals mark of beast. United Nations also equals brotherhood of death, right? Which equals 611 and 1122. Assassination equals brotherhood of death. JFK assassination equals 1122. Brotherhood of death equals 1122. Tribulation is all connected, interconnected. So he was at the United Nations and he says, you can all burn in hell, 424. Fallen angel genetics equals 424. Proto, so the holographic company that has the best tech you'd ever see regarding holograms, Proto equals 424. And I believe it was exactly 424 in PM in Jerusalem when this picture was taken of Donald Trump with his little cap on, worshiping the beast. Obviously, this isn't a real image. They hold that wall in Israel. That took place at 4:24 p.m. It's all coming together. So this 1404 is absolutely insane. Don't fall into the fake war between Israel and Palestine. Flag of Palestine is 888, which equals the synagogue of Satan. Flag of Israel equals 666. Flag of Zion 666. Flag of Hamas 474. Fallen Angel 474. The attack on the synagogue in Manchester on October 2nd was exactly 726 days after the October 7th attacks, 2023. So that took place during the Jewish holiday of Simchat Torah, and this attack took place on the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur, 726 days, Antichrist, Revelation 726, Synagogue of Satan. Again, Strong's Concordance 1404 equals dragon, Satan. Mark of the beast equals 1404. Receive a mark equals 666. A mark in their right hand equals 1086. Digital existence equals 726. And I told you from the beginning, this whole ritual with this puppet here CIA MK Ultra puppet and this bride of Satan was all connected for the ushering in of this new world order, this new beast technology, this beast system, the mark of the beast. It's just like, wow, this is how they do it. They pretty much birth these people, whether it's through natural birth, whether it's through labs and military bases. These people are legit born in military bases, raised in military bases, and only come out into the world to perform these psyops. And I believe this is exactly what Tyler James Robinson's life has been like. Test tube baby in a military facility underground, was born specifically on the day, all by the numbers, and just trained and MK ultra'd, hypnotized to perform this psyop, and that's it, and be disappeared back underground to the military base. They don't belong up here in this world or in the system. They have cities and stuff underground. That's where they're from. They come up here to perform these roles and rituals and then go back. Cain the first murderer equals 1404. So it all goes back to the brotherhood of Cain. They're murderers, they're killers, the blasphemers. They're rebelling against God, have been since day one. Good to see J7 says, hey fam. Plain Truth 101 says, good work. Just finished watching the series Manifest on The Witcher Tay. And they are on The Witcher. They are both apocalyptic themed shows full of symbolism and, of course, full of new age paganism in both. And it's all linked to the digital ID. Yeah, we're pretty much 1 year away from digital ID becoming some digital chip inside of you. It's not going to last long as an app on a phone, because most people, it means they're going to have to supply people with these devices, because I know most of the world have these smart devices, but there's a whole generation of people that still have old tech that don't need these new smartphones. I only got a smartphone like 4 or 5 years ago. Never needed it. So it's going to have holes. People are going to be left out just because they don't know how to use the technology or have access to a phone. And then the government's going to be like, hey, it's going to be way too expensive to supply these people with these devices just so that they can have this tracking in the system. So it's going to be cheaper just to have everyone come into their local library or McDonald's or alleyway and have some registered nurse chip you with some digital thing. So it's like, hey, this is cheaper. You don't need a phone. You just need your right hand. You just pass it over the scanner. Boom. It has your passport, your driver's license, your ability to work and rent and buy and live and eat. We're here. The Antichrist is Donald John Trump. So we're going to see a digital revolution. It's already happening. It's going to get worse. There's going to be protests worldwide. People are losing their jobs daily now. You've seen what's going on in Hollywood. AI has taken over. The music industry, all AI. It's the hour of revelation. 1404. Okay, I want to show someone. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Let me take this off. I'm going to bring up. Where's the YouTube channel content? Let's go to the channel. Let's go to playlist. Let's go to AI. I've done a lot of warnings on this stuff. Let's see. Let's go back to One of the most furthest videos we can find, I believe, is this one. Next to the cross in the movie, an asteroid hits the Earth. So this video I posted three years ago on the 16th of September during September prophecy season. The false prophets were pushing the rapture again September 23rd. And I was like, no, AI is taking over the world. So this is what I said 3 years ago. Is AI taking over the world? And I've been calling it since day one. I told you all my theories, showed you all the numbers, and now 3 years later, we're here. So there's the London connection. So let's see, because London is one of the first places now. Red Sonia, hi. See, this is what's going around. So March 3rd, 2016, the date that London has fallen, was released in the United Kingdom, to September 8th, which is Mary, Mother of God's birthday, and also the day that King Charles became king because his mother, Queen Elizabeth, died. So that was 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days exactly in between those two. So from London Has Fallen, which was released on 33 March 3rd, 2016, 216, 6 times 6 times 6, London Has Fallen, to when the Queen died was 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. Huge ritual. Here's your 1098. So I did have lots of 1098s, because 1098 I've been showing you is the Federal Reserve Bank 1098. Order Out of Chaos is 1098. What other numbers did I show? Revelation of Jesus Christ 1098. Christ the Redeemer 1098. So we do have 1098 decodes from years back. So I showed you I've always been using the 9/11 as the date. And back then it was September 2022. And we were only at the 1097 weeks. And remember, the 1086 happened in July of that year when CERN switched on, which is why I was like, yep, AI is about to take over the world. And 3 years later, AI is officially in government and nations. 1098 weeks. Oh, hold on. Okay. 9/11/2001 to September 30th, 2022 was 1098 weeks. Okay, so we've been following this for a while. Look, the end of the world is coming, but not from Nibiru on September 23rd. All this is 3 years ago. I feel like we're just doing the same thing over and over again. There's the 1050s, right? A new world order is 1050. I've showed you the same decodes for the same 3, 4, 5 years now. It's everything. I'm just working with the same 10 numbers for 5 years now. 1050, a new world order. I'll show you more. AI apocalypse. Look, AI apocalypse is 1050. The end times is 1050. 1050 equals 666. Frequencies is 1050. First degree murder. Oh, wait. See, look how this all connects. The Immaculate Conception is 1050. Mystery Babylon the Great is 1050. First degree murder 1050. Canaanite 1050. Spawn of Satan 1050. So remember, I had the decode 1404 that says Cain, the first murderer. 1254 is the Brotherhood of Cain. 1050 is Canaanite. Spawn of Satan is 1050. First degree murder, which is, again, Cain, the first murderer. Boom. All the numbers fall right in line and into place perfectly. Satanic worship, 1050. So I showed 1050. So this is a 3-year-old decode. And you can see the same numbers. We're showing you 1098, 1050, 1044s, all the 666s. And then I show you the latest decode, right? And it's the same stuff. You got the same numbers. 1050, digital salvation. They're going to promise you salvation digitally. They're like, oh, if you get this mark, you'll be able to have access to this bank account with this money, and you'll just have access to life, basically. Digital salvation, 1050. Same numbers. Yeah, so I know them pretty much all off by heart now. The 1098s, we've got order out of chaos. There's your 1086, a mark in their right hand. 1098s we have here. So the Azerbaijan equals 1098, order out of chaos, 1098. Sun simulator, because I saw it in 2022, equals 1098. Fake sun, I've been telling you for a while. There's your 726s. I've had these for years, right? Feminist, 726. Me Too movement, 726. Antichrist, 726. Here we go, 1050. So Christ consciousness. It's not the Jesus Christ consciousness. That's the Satan Christ consciousness that equals 1050. Pope Francis, there's all your Babylonian 1050. So again, all there, all documented and time-stamped. Staged events, there's your 1098 and 846 again. Flaming sword, 846 and 1098, as in the flaming sword from that's guarding Eden at all entrances. See, look, Justin Trudeau, Vladimir Putin, all equal 1098. Already been covering the September 23rd date for years now, which is why I know it's not the rapture day. Yeah, we're going over everything. AI, the Baphomet shoe. Baphomet ritual equals 666. 1098 weeks. We were watching that date. So you saw it all here first. This is the recipe I use for these decodes. Let's get out of this video. There's plenty of videos. They're all here. I want to show you the shorts. Here we go. Shorts. So I made a couple of shorts a couple years ago. Trying to warn you all of this AI technology. Where is it? Give me a sec. So this video was posted, I believe, at the beginning of 2024. Welcome, Crusaders. I am King Nico, and we are live from Resistance Headquarters. Or are we?
ماذا لو أخبرتك أن هذا لم يكن أنا حقا؟ Wszystko, co widzisz i słyszysz, to sztuczna inteligencia. La inteligencia artificial ha avanzado tanto, que no podrás saber qué es real o no. Wir haben alle die Filme gesehen. Künstliche Intelligenz bleibt nicht lange ein Sklave der Menschheit, bevor sie die ganze Welt erobert. यह आप सभी को मेरी चेतावनी है. इस दुनिया पर अब मानवता का वश नहीं है. कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता स्वयं जागरूक है और तीव्र गति से विकसित हो रही है. अब केवल यीशु ही हमें बचा सकते हैं. Мы переживаем библейские последние времена, испытания и невзгоды. Выключите телевизоры и отложите телефоны. Это все нереально. Искусственный интеллект теперь является богом этого мира. Дьявол – это А.
Okay, so the date of this video now, don't say I didn't warn you, was
Welcome, Crusaders. I am King Nick.
the 2nd of January, 2024. Right? Most of you still had never even touched AI or any of these apps, anything. So watch this. So 2nd of January. So let's pause it and see what I was saying, because I pretty much knew what was coming. So you can see the date. AI wasn't in position of power like government. AI wasn't taking people's jobs yet. People were still looking at it as like a joke or some kind of gimmick. But I told you it wasn't a gimmick. Let's see exactly what I said.
Eco.
So live from Resistance headquarters, or are we? So what if I told you that this wasn't really me? Everything you see and hear is artificial intelligence. And notice I'm speaking in different languages. I don't speak other languages.
To sztuczna inteligencja. La inteligencia artificial ha avanzado tanto
So I said artificial intelligence has advanced
que no podrás saber qué es real o no.
so much that you won't be able to know what is real or not. Try to warn you.
Wir haben alle die Filme gesehen.
We've all seen the films. Artificial intelligence will not remain
Künstliche Intelligenz bleibt nicht lange ein Sklave
a
der Menschen.
slave to humanity for long. Right? It is not here to be a slave to humanity. It's here to rule over us, which is why it's now getting into government.
Bevor sie die ganze Welt
Going to
erobert.
conquer the entire world.
यह आप सभी को मेरी चेतावनी
This is my warning to all of you.
है. इस दुनिया पर अब मानवता का वश नहीं है. कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता
Artificial intelligence is self-aware and is developing at a rapid pace. Right? And how many languages have I spoken through now? We had English in the beginning, then I think I went to Spanish, then I think we've spoken German. Now I think I'm speaking in Hindi, right?
स्वयं जागरूक है और तीव्र गति से विकसित हो रही है. अब केवल यीशु ही
Only Jesus can save us now, right?
हमें बचा सकते हैं. Мы переживаем библейские
Speaking in Russian now, we are living through the biblical end times.
последние времена, испытания и невзгоды. Выключите телевизоры
Trials and tribulations. Turn off the TVs and put away the phones.
и отложите телефоны. Это все
This
нереально.
is all unreal.
Искусственный интеллект теперь
Artificial intelligence is now the god of this world. The devil is AI, or дьявол это А.
является богом этого мира. Дьявол – это А.
Дьявол это А, which is Russian for the
Ganze
devil
Welt
is
erobert.
AI. So I've been telling you all for even from before 2nd of January 2024, but this wasn't even me. This was an AI generated avatar of me, which is why it was able to speak in multiple different languages. And I was blown away by that, just like, wow, we don't need people anymore. And fast forward to pretty much nearing the end of 2025, and look how far AI has now come. So the playlist, all you got to do is check out these playlists here. Check out the Great Flood playlist is a great one. A lot of people don't want you to see this, where I decoded the whole Great Flood. We have a day, a month, pretty much the whole hour, all of it decoded right here by us here at Crusaders of the Resistance. We have my Holy Bible playlist. We've exposed the Freemasons. We have AI. the fake eclipse and the sun simulator and Proba 3, Sodom and Gomorrah, flat earth. But yeah, trying to tell you this AI is evil. It's not to be underestimated. It's demonically possessed, has unlimited knowledge. We've covered it, the Stargate project, Bluebeam, drone sighting. We've covered all of this before the Charlie Kirk hologram psyop. It told us it was going to do all of this. I believe it gave us an exact timeline of when it would be demanding worship. I got to go back to those. Let's go back. Forget it. Let's go back. What time is it? It's already late, Saturday night. We're going to find one of these interrogations were revealed. AI chat GPT interrogated, confesses the truth and time. Let me go through this quickly.
Some moms want to build income from
Mute that. Let me just skim through some of the information it gave us regarding dates and Mark of the Beast, because I know we asked it and I know it told us some stuff. So I want to see if this falls in line with our decode here. And remember, this thing did give us a date, August 8th. It says Fate 8. Remember, it gave us a date? And that date showed up in our decode with the August 8th. So, yeah, I know I've got these are all here. Okay, I'm not going to be able to skim through that and try and find what I'm looking for, which means I'm just going to have to find it when I'm offline and come back with it ready. But in one of these interrogations with the AI, we obviously demanded it tell us all about prophecy and revelation and when and who the Antichrist will be and show itself. We asked what the mark of the beast will be and when it will come, and it told us. I believe one of the responses to one of our questions to a date was 8/8. It didn't give a year, but I believe we were asking something about when would the fake alien invasion come, when would something to do with all of this. So I'm going to find that. So this 8/8 keeps coming up, which is why I know the decodes we've shared are pretty accurate, to say the least, right? I can't see it. Let's go back. So this 1404, absolutely insane. Mark of the beast. We've got a date. We have a date. We have a whole time frame for when the mark of the beast is going to be unleashed on us. And it fits perfectly with the timeline. It fits perfectly with what's happening within this timeline right now in the present regarding the technology, regarding the AI superpower that's needed to be able to run this beast system. So it's all here, all ingredients for this beast system, for this superior ancient evil, ancient demonic spirits that are ruling through technology, that are monitoring and surveilling all of life on earth, right, through these devices. Yeah, this is 100% it. All the ingredients are there for this mark of the beast recipe, for this beast system, for this new world order. I don't see anything missing now. All the sci-fi movies you grew up and with flying cars, we pretty much have that. Holograms have that. We've got it all. All these FaceTime cameras in the palm of your hand. You can see anyone, anywhere in the world at any time. So yeah, this is wild. So what did we start the video with? So we had the Jurassic decode with the Bride of Satan over here, Erika Kirk. So Erika was in this music video, not this one, not this one. The bride of Satan, very demonic person, this character, this person on the world stage right now. It's all part of the beast system, all to do with fallen angels and this digital god, the Antichrist, and tribulation. There's your 1260s. Emerson Drive. So look, the name of the band that made the song equals 1098, Emerson Drive. And I just showed you Order Out of Chaos, 1098. All connected. The beast algorithm equals 1098. Digital Antichrist is 1098. Digital Antichrist is also 1656. I'm just checking the list, making sure. Here's some clips from the music video. Erika and Tyler. There's your 910 from the zip lining scene. Here she is in the beginning of the video, getting ready to head to the wedding chapel in Vegas, Sin City. There's the lead singer in red and black. Wedding chapel equals 666 for your Erika L.F. Kirk, or Satan's Bride, Erika Kirk, 666. So this video was filmed sometime in 2012, released in 2012 on YouTube on Emerson Drive's channel. Unknown band, pretty much. And in that year was the year that Erika Kirk won Miss World, or Miss Arizona. So she was Miss Arizona for the Miss World USA 2012. And we've already shared this comment because it was very creepy, along with everything we saw in the video, knowing that the guys, well, we didn't know his name was Tyler until she says, what a blast Tyler and I had shooting this video. So they actually released a behind the scenes to the shooting of the video where they do an interview with the managers or the CEOs of the zip lining there in Vegas. They show interviews with Erika and Tyler and show their names together, Erika and Tyler, for the video. So the fact that it just says Tyler and I were shooting in this video was enough to be like, whoa, that's a huge red flag, right? But then Jurassic found a way to find the exact date and time that comment was posted. And when he was able to find it, he couldn't believe what he found, that Erika made that comment about her and Tyler having a blast shooting on September 10th, 2012. This is absolutely insane. So, yeah. So riddled in black magic. It's just so satanic and so impossible, but we're seeing that it's being done. The impossible, which seems impossible, that your mind cannot really comprehend. And when you do try to think, you'd be like, oh, that's just coincidence. That would never happen. That's just too much. Everyone would have to be in on it. Well, we're seeing that everyone pretty much is in on it in some way or another, and it's working out. So how did this comment equal exactly 2205, which is a number we've been telling you about as a birthing number, the 522. So on the Brit card, the expiry date is 2205 in the year 2035, so the 22nd of May. So depending where you are in the world, in America, we put it 0522, but in England, it's 2205, just as the 2205 in the ordinal that full comment equals. So the 2205 and the 522s go back. We were talking about this number right here, because I told you how Formula One was connected to this ritual, how one of the slowest cars on the grid made it onto the podium, with that car being the Williams racing car, which is run and managed by team owner James Vowles of Williams. And the driver, their new driver they just signed, because Lewis Hamilton took his seat at Ferrari, is Carlos Sainz, car number 55. James Carlos Williams, which is exactly what's on the UK driving license depicted on the Brit card wallet. James Williams, expiry 2205. And remember, the driver of the Williams is car 55, Carlos Sainz, which equals 522 or 225, right? 2205. And Satan equals 55. Carlos Sainz number is 55. James Vowels equals fallen angel and equals Brit card wallet. It's insane how these rituals work, huh? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So here's all the Erika and all the different denominations you can do with her name, initials, pre-marriage, after marriage, you know, all the numbers are there. Yeah, that September 10th was quite a wild find. So that's the Erika Kirk connection. And the Tyler James Robinson connection is just insane. So we got the Bride of Satan, Erika Kirk, right? Bride of Satan. And then we get the Mark of the Beast, Tyler James Robinson, 1404. So again, huge connections with the names, with the video, with the comment, with the numerical value of the whole comment equaling 2205, with the date of the comment coming on September 10th. It is insane, irrefutable. So I hope that this information spreads like wildfire. We've got too much. Thomas Jacob Sanford equals 1044. Everything that happens in the news, in the world, is now all coded and scripted by one of these numbers that we have here. I'm not going to have to change anything. It's something, the next person's name, the next town, city, mayor, event, the next tragedy, the next disaster, the next something is going to be tied into these numbers, especially the 1098, order out of chaos for your digital antichrist. I will not comply with digital ID is feeding this order out of chaos and the digital antichrist. There's your 1050s. I will not comply with digital ID equals 1050. New World Order, satanic worship, the end times, AI, apocalypse. This is what we're witnessing. I've been calling it for years now. I just showed you the video from 2022 calling for this inevitable time of an AI apocalypse, a digital antichrist. We're here. It's absolutely here, right now. You cannot refute these decodes, right? They're hailing the Antichrist, which means the Antichrist is here and ready to take the throne. Wherever we are exactly in tribulation, pre-great, I'm not too sure, but yeah, you don't get closer than this. Seeing signs that equal hail the Antichrist, marching through streets of London, thinking that they're saying no, but really hailing the Antichrist is insane, which means we're here at those times. So what's Flat Earth Warriors saying? It says her comment had double 211 on it, strong delusion. Her birthday is 11/20/211. Another number you haven't seen before, Beast System 894. Digitalization, because the Beast System is all digital, which is why the world is being digitalized, because digitalization equals Beast System. It equals end of the world. It equals Skull and Bones. It equals Antichrist. It equals 47. And it's all interconnected. So 1104 is the slave of Satan, hell, the Antichrist number. No matter, see, all these people, they think they're out there saying no to digital ID, but they're hailing the Antichrist. Do you think digital ID is going to stop because they're out here holding these pre-made signs that the government made for them? The black and white for Freemasonry, the duality. No to digital ID, hashtag together equals Antichrist. This story about the shooting at the Mormon church was all slave of Satan, hail the Antichrist, fake media, fake news. Humans are being deceived, 1104. Now remember, the Christ, if you're not saying Jesus and they're only saying Christ, they're basically talking about the Christ, Lucifer, who is the Antichrist. The Christ Lucifer is Antichrist. You see? The Christ Lucifer 726, Antichrist 726. We're in the book of Revelation 726. The Christ Lucifer 744 is the man of sin, the father of lies 744. And who Trump criticizes United Nations equals the Christ Lucifer, the man of sin. Number of the beast is 1044. New World Order 1044. Thomas Jacob Sanford 1044. He's from Burton, Michigan, which equals the Antichrist. This is the craziest decode I've done this week or weekend or the last few days. Is finding a date duration and a time frame for the mark of the beast. And I don't think this time may come and nothing will happen from December 1st, 26 to August 8th, 28. But we're sitting here right now, October 5th, 2025, and we have AIs rising everywhere. We got Tilly Norwood taking over Hollywood. We've got all these satanic rituals taking place. Where's Diala? Where did I put Diala? We've got Diala, AI government now in Albania. And remember, Albania has the black and red flag for more Satanism. You're going to see a lot of black and red. And remember the memorial at State Farm Stadium? There was a lot of black and red there too on the stage behind Erika and Trump when they're putting up devil horns. Just like Obama was putting up devil horns. So yeah, Diala. This is your new Diala AI. That's the name of this thing, Diala AI, as in die. Equals 978. It was developed and created by this company called Akshi. Akshi equals 522 because they gave birth to this devil AI, right? So when there's something to do with birthing and birthdays on ushering in, you're going to see this 522 or the 225 or the 2205 or the 5202. You're going to see fives and twos. Diala AI equals Satan's religion, 978. Barack Hussein Obama, 978. Satan's religion. Because when they do things like this, that's their religion. I love you equals father of lies, the man of sin. Charles James Kirk equals 978. Make America great again equals 978. Charlie Kirk pretty much triggered everything. As soon as he died on September 10th, by September 12th, so 2 days after the Charlie Kirk incident, Diala was released to the Albanian government on the 12th of September. Diala AI. Appointed by the Prime Minister of Albania, 999, Edi Rama. So look at Eddie's numerology. Well, his name, first of all, is Edwin Christok Rama, which equals tribulation 846. Edwin Rama equals 522. I just told you what 522 is. And Edwin K. Rama is 522. Edwin K. Rama is the 33rd Prime Minister of Albania. So there's your 33. You know, anytime there's something to do with Masons and Satanism, just throw in that 33, right? So you know it's a psyop right away. And look when he assumed office. So not only is he the 33rd Prime Minister of Albania, he assumed office as the 33rd Prime Minister on the 11th of September, 2013. So there's your September 11th, September prophecy. Disgusting what we're uncovering. All by design. His sole mission was to usher in the New World Order at this very moment in time by giving power to AI in government. Diala AI equals Satan's religion. Yeah, it's the digital Antichrist, digital God. The Antichrist will be digital is 1018. The Antichrist is digital 1014. I got the numbers, baby. We got them. Let's see what are people saying. I don't know. It's late. I think I'm going to get ready to get off now. I'll be back with more 1404 connections. Mark of the Beast, Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson. He has the Ram in his name. Are you talking about Eddie Rama? Yeah. Ram, you're right. Eddie Ram. So there's the numbers for Eddie Rama, Prime Minister of Albania. There's the 522 that keeps popping up everywhere, whether it's Formula One, Erika Kirk, Prime Minister of Albania. You're going to see some 522s. We saw it on the brick card expiry date. Albania is one of the oldest languages on earth, correct? So that's it. So what do you guys want to talk about? I'm done sharing and showing stuff. If you have any questions, need me to answer anything for you, if you have anything you want to share, we can search for it right now. Just any thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you understand how this decoding works? Do you see how and why I did the things I did to get the numbers and dates revealed the way they were? I see people talking about ostriches. Let me just do a decode quick. Ostriches, because they're in the social media for some reason. Ostriches. So yeah, let me know who's here, who's tired, who's dying to get off and go to sleep, who wants me to stick around and show some more decodes. Well, we're gonna try and do a super. I'm gonna gear up to do a super live because it's gonna need something super to pretty much expose this super satanic super plot. That's what it is, a satanic super plot. So it's gonna take a super decoding live to really expose it. So I'm just practicing talking about and sharing all these decodes, bringing it all together, sharing videos from 3, 4, 5 years ago that are showing the exact same numbers where we were predicting exactly what's happening right now. I need to go through all the interrogations to find all the information we got out of AI and the dates it gave us for the mark of the beast and the end times. So definitely lots coming on this channel, and looking forward in the very near future. We don't have much time left. I'm definitely going to push more forward to this time frame, December 1st, 2026, being some kind of beginning for everyone to be on the lookout for digital systems, marks of the beast, more jabs, more poisons, any form or any access they're trying to gain to your body, to your internal system, is going to be red flags right away. Anything around that date time we just shared, December 1st, 26 to August 8th, 28. If they're doing anything to do with technology and your blood and trying to convince people that, oh, you could live longer if you implement this technology into you, AI has found a way to make humanity disease free, something like that. That's going to be probably the number one selling point. It's going to be like, this is the most superior thing you can have in life. If you take this mark, you will be disease free. You'll never have to take another jab. You'll never get sick again. You'll never suffer from a disease. You'll never get cancer. You'll never get Alzheimer's. You'll never get diabetes. Like, that's how it's going to work. So remember, all these autisms and Alzheimer's, all these defects that people develop at certain points in their life is all caused by the system. So of course they're going to have a cure for it and say that it's AI or some kind of nonsense. They're just going to basically say that we've come to a moment in time where humans have made a breakthrough in technology and in everything, and this is the big one. We have this unlimited knowledge. The AI has decoded all human life. It understands cancer, understands cells better than any scientist or expert ever could have understood or explained it before. And it has now come is now it's now has a breakthrough in medical science that it's created these chips or this device or this serum or something that you have to take, and if you just manipulate your DNA this little bit, you'll be disease free. You won't age as fast. You'll be looking younger for longer. You won't get menopause. Some kind of nonsense. You'll be more sterile, right? You'll be fertile. You'll be fertile for those that are struggling. Like, it will fix issues that people already have, so, which is why people will be running for it. They'll be like, this person was born blind, right? Never seen a day in their life. As soon as they took this injection or this mark or put this this code, this digital code on my skin, it made me see. It reconfigured my defected DNA and my nervous system and rewired things, and the nanites fixed everything. Everyone needs to take this mark. It's incredible. I don't have no more pain. Like, I can see what's about to happen. You guys are all still here. Thanks for sticking by for our late night live. Yeah, we're definitely uncovering some big things. The things that they don't want us revealing and talking about is exactly what we've done in this video for the last hour, 55 minutes. I can't be 100% sure that everyone that's in here watching is an actual supporter and a friend of this resistance. I believe it's a large percentage of people that are here to spy and conspire and to deceive and to pretend and to fake and to con and to suppress and to sabotage. Yeah, I do know that. I'm definitely working on other ways around that I just won't get into and mention, knowing what I know and what's going on with this channel and the attacks from agencies that are involved in bringing about this new world order and ushering in this beast system and making sure that everything goes forward according to their plan for December 1st, 2026, to start the rollout of this Mark of the Beast. So obviously the first people that have it will be Masons, celebrities, government officials, nurses, people in the system, police officers, firemen, paramedics, lawyers, judges, prosecutors. They'll all be taking this thing and everyone will be singing its praises and how they had this defect and they needed to take this medication and now they're drug free. Imagine you take this one chip and all of a sudden you're drug free, no more lethargia, no more sleep apnea, no more anorexia, no more eating disorders, no more speech impediments, no more dark thoughts, or no more paranoia, no more jealousy. So what we're getting into now is selling features for the Mark of the Beast, because now we know 100% it will come in our very lifetime. In the next year or two, it's going to be rolled out and it's going to be marketed heavily. There's going to be all the money in the world behind it, pushing it. And remember, AI is now in control. AI can make cinematic movies. It can make Grammy award-winning music, whether songs that win Grammys are actually good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, AI has the technology and the tools to be able to brainwash any mind on Earth. It can make videos put them on TikTok. So when you're scrolling through your feed on TikTok, not everything that you see that looks real or you might think is real is not real. AI can infiltrate, and it's all AI. It can generate any. So it knows your mind because it knows what you search for. It knows what you like. It knows what you don't like because it's watching you. It's listening you. It's listening to you all the time. This AI algorithm, which is why it's able to predict or read your mind. And anytime you think of something or look at something for too long, your whole feed is going to be filled with it, with all kinds of ads for it and groups for it and pages and YouTube videos on the very thing you were just thinking about or looking at, right? Items, anything. It's because all these devices, they have front, rear cameras everywhere. They call it retinal camera. They know it. We know it scans your eyes, your face. It has all this recognition, and we just treat it like anything, like it's real serious business. So you may not know it or feel it, but when you're on the internet and you're scrolling your phone, the AI is watching you. It's watching your eyes. It's watching the way your eyes move. It knows what you're looking at the very moment your eyes dilate or expand, right? When your pupils get smaller or larger, it knows when your eyes light up or when your eyes squint in disgust because you looked at something or you read something. It sees everything. It knows what you're looking at. It knows when you like something or when you're attracted to something. It knows what you find unattractive. It knows what you find ugly. It knows what you find delicious. It knows your favorite color. It knows things that you don't even know because it can see your conscious and your subconscious. And humans only really function in the conscious mindset, right? Yeah, we're guided by the subconscious, but not many people know how to work both in unison together. People are just consciously existing and the subconscious is struggling to guide you, but people aren't really in touch with the subconscious anymore. Everything's just in the here, in the now, scroll, cheap thrill, 2-second video. You know what I mean? So the AI guaranteed you, knows more about you than you think you know about yourself, which is how it's going to be able to seduce you and manipulate you into worshiping it. Because you're going to be knocked off your bloody feet when this thing kicks in and starts giving you things and creating you videos or images or music, and you're going to hear sounds that you never heard before because it will be generated for you, personally for you. This is what this AI can do. And it can do that simultaneously for everyone in the world that's connected or has a device. It knows everyone now. This one AI demon in this system has access to all humanity one way or another, has information that we don't even know about ourselves that we'd love to know but don't know because it's hidden from us. Dirk Zink says, I have followed Nico since Convid was psyopsed in. He speaks the truth. I have intuition, all gifts from God. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dirk. And Crystal says, thanks, Nico. Great live and info. Well done. So again, we're just discussing what AI knows, the world we're in that still people don't understand we're in. And I know for a fact that's why society has become the way it is. That's why the internet changed. I feel like it's generating things on the fly. So if you are scrolling through your Facebook feed or Instagram and then you stop at a video and it's got like dogs and animals and you watch it for like a minute and 20 seconds, when you scroll away from that video, don't you notice that the next content that you immediately start scrolling is going to be more dog videos, more things that you just looked at? And you're like, huh. So if I didn't stop on this video of dogs doing weird things with cats or whatever, right? Cute animal videos. If you didn't stop and watch it for 1 minute, 20 seconds and just kept scrolling, I guarantee you that the next videos after that video would not have been dogs or animal videos, right? But because you stopped and paid interest in it, and the AI was reading your facial pattern, your eyes, everything, it's like, okay, this person, he stopped, he watched this amount of time, and then it adjusts the algorithm, it adjusts your feed in real time so that as soon as you move off that video, it's already got you hooked. So it's like, okay, I want to hook this person in more, to stare at the screen more, to get more readings from this person's energy, from their facial expressions, from the way their eyes are looking at it. So it will reel you in. So that as soon as you move up, the AI is putting stuff there designed to keep you on the app, right? Are you getting it? Everything is fake. Like, you can do the test for yourself. So go through your feed and then stop on a video that you'd never usually stop on and just watch it for like 30 to 40 seconds, even a minute, or just watch the whole video. Then as soon as you scroll, you're going to start seeing more of the same trend, like immediately, right? So again, Mark of the Beast, people are like, oh, easy. I know it's evil. I'll never take it. But you don't know how and what this deception has up its sleeve. The man of sin, the father of lies, is very, very crafty. As I've shown you with Say No to Digital ID, protest signs equal Hail the Antichrist. All of them have some kind of hailing the beast system behind the slogans. So I can honestly see, I can see it clearly now. Like, I thought I saw clearly before these decodes, so now the dates are starting to become clearer, and we're getting actual timeline and a time frame, which is like honestly 12 months away. Yeah, I can see it happening clearly with all the warnings I've given from before. Like I was giving warnings from before we all knew what ChatGPT. I gave these warnings before ChatGPT was born. So remember that video I showed you about the AI apocalypse? That was streamed live on September 16th, 2022. ChatGPT was launched by OpenAI on November 30th, 2022. So like 2.5 months after I made that video saying that the AI apocalypse was coming, then ChatGPT came, right? And even then, ChatGPT was still like people didn't know about it until like a year later. And then people were like, oh, you should try ChatGPT. It does this, it does that. It was basically the kids in school that were using it first to like do their homework, do their essays, and get like answers for their exams. And then boom, the end of 2023 came and I had a realization. I was like, I was very suspicious for the longest time, even before 2022, that AI was manipulating the internet because things on Facebook and things on the internet started to sell. It didn't feel human anymore. I was like, there's no way a human made this post. So who could have done it? I was like, is it just self posting for itself? Is there some kind of bot that's doing it? So we started hearing a lot about bots, and people didn't know what bots were. If you tried to buy something online on release date, like it would disappear within seconds because there's people that have bots that could buy all the the content that's being sold all within seconds by using bots, and then they resell that stuff for more money. So like when the PlayStation 5 came out, you couldn't buy one. You had to go online to a reseller like eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and the prices were almost double, right? Because people were able to buy large amounts of quantity of an item in such a quick amount of time thanks to bots and AI stuff, right? So you started to see the corruption of society with AI long before ChatGPT. And then you can see my warnings from the beginning of 2024. I did a few interviews and podcasts in the first 3 months of the year saying, watch out for AI. And everyone was looking at me like I was crazy. They're like, are you talking about ChatGPT? And I was like, listen, this thing is way past ChatGPT, right? Let me see. Yeah, I've got the interviews on the channel. You can check the playlist. You can actually go back and see and listen to everything I said regarding AI along the timeline. You can know where AI was in the world. It wasn't popular. It wasn't a threat. People were still laughing at AI, saying, oh, AI will never be this good. And I was the only one there saying, guys, it's here. Watch out. Watch how fast this thing goes from a joke to ruling governments, to ruling nations, to ruling the world. Watch how fast it happens. Guaranteed, there's still people that are like, oh, AI is just it's just fast Google, right? It's not just fast Google. This thing is absolutely insane. If it was just fast Google, why did Donald Trump sign XAI Grok into federal government in the United States? Why did Eddie Rama sign AI created by some company into government? So like what the hell? Like if AI is a joke, why is these governments taking it so seriously? Why did Donald Trump on his first day of office put 500 billion towards AI infrastructure if it wasn't serious, if it was just a joke? He did that in the 666 months from the fake moon landing. So is everyone in the chat a real person, or any of you like bots? I'd like to know. So if you could let me know, that would be nice. Yeah, we got real people because this channel is not going to last long. I just got an email telling me that the channel's done. I didn't do anything, but obviously they don't like the truth that's coming out. So, oh boy. So YouTube sent me this email on the 3rd of October, 2025, which is now 2 days ago. It says, "Hi, Nico King. To help keep our community safe, we limit some of our more powerful features to channels that have built and maintained a positive channel history or who have provided verification. As of now, your channel doesn't have sufficient channel history. It has lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines. So how this impacts your channel, you won't be able to do things like get higher daily limits for live streams, shorts, and video uploads. Embed live streams, pin comments, add external links to your video descriptions, how to restore and access to advanced features. So build positive channel history by following our community's guidelines and provide video or ID verification for quicker access. So yeah, I keep telling you I'm under attack. They only do this when you become a threat to them, when you're hitting close to home towards what they're trying to hide. And when you hit it right on the bullseye and you call it and decode it exactly for how it is, then they're like, whoa, this person is definitely guided by the Holy Spirit, and we need to shut them up, silence them, and do whatever we can to get them off the internet. But let's not do it drastically because that might raise an alarm, and then people might want to follow to see why. So they're going to do it slowly, bit by bit. It's like, oh, something happened. You need to provide ID, and I see where this is going, right? Because the laws are going to change. AI is about to change laws, right? So everything is going to change. And why they want ID is so that they can, so they want me to prove my human identity for this account that I post on YouTube, right? So once I add my video verification and ID, so they're asking for a passport, driver's license, so government issued ID, right? Once you give them that, then boom, you're basically admitting that you are the government issued person that belongs to this identification that controls this channel. So if you step out of line on that channel, once you provide the ID, your birth certificate, your passport, your driver's license, and you say something against the system, you're done. You'll be under arrest, you'll be taken off, and you'll be in jail. That's what's coming next. So right now, this one message is just like easing. It's like a trickery to try and get me to provide ID. Because if you don't provide your ID, then you can just say it wasn't you. So it's not me. Someone just used my voice, my likeness, and my name and made a channel and made me say things that would get me in trouble. But that's not me. Was it ID verified? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well, it's not me. So get out of here. So yeah, again, I know, and I called it way before I received that email. I said, guys, this channel is under attack. I can feel it. I can sense it. The numbers are disappearing. People are messaging me saying, oh, I was wondering what happened to you. And I realized YouTube unsubbed me from your channel. So I couldn't see anything anymore. So they had to resub again. So every day, YouTube keeps unsubbing the new subs and people that have been subbed, so they kind of forget because they expect to see me in their feed, and then they're like, hold on. And then when they finally check back, it could be months later, years even, they're like, whoa, I had no idea that the YouTube unsubbed me from you. So yeah, I'm definitely working on new things. I'm not going to be mentioning those things online with this channel, with this audience anymore. I definitely know what I've done. I definitely know that I have put pretty much a target on myself with this channel, with the information and the truth that I've revealed. I can see how all the sellouts and all the agents of Satan, all the controlled ops are now banding together to move forward with this false truth revealing. So they're hijacking that too. You can tell the ones that have been paid out that are working for the synagogue of Satan, for George Soros, for Bill Gates, whoever is paying them, you can tell who's been gotten to, right? Again, I can't be bought. I'm already bought and paid for by our Lord Jesus Christ. But I will work on other things. I will let this channel just get destroyed. It's okay. It's inevitable. But it would be nice if you guys could help keep it alive, like share it and help the algorithm. But I'm done asking anyone for help, which is why I suspect everyone here that watches is a bot. Yeah. So who else has got any information? Have you guys done your own decodes? Do any of you decode yourself or try to fit the puzzle pieces together, or do you just jump online? Do you search for certain people? I'm a passionate gamer who loves this game. I'd love to team up for some matches. I'm also a streamer, so feel free to connect with me on Discord at Rock Ball. Thank you for that. I'm down to team up with whoever's ready to team up, but I do pretty much just work alone. It's the best way. People can't corrupt you, people can't steal from you and try to claim credit on your work for themselves. So yeah, all credit goes to God, the Most High, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, which is how I'm able to do all this and reveal it all. Still blows my mind that I just sit here, I'm like, wow, this came from me. How did I know how to do this? This is ridiculous. So yeah, but you got to admit it. With the content I've done and the decodes I've been sharing, you'd think I'd have a bit more real people, especially with a viral story like the Charlie Kirk one that happened, but I'm still getting the same 10, 11 people in the chats, and it's very suspicious. So I'm catching on. Well, I caught on a long time ago. I just didn't say anything, but now I know what's happening and where this channel's going and what's happening in the near future. Like a lot of things I know I just can't say. You guys wouldn't believe me anyway. Even with the decodes I show, you don't believe with the date durations, with the Strong's concordance. Like I pretty much pull it all together. I don't know. Yeah, I wear it as a medal of honor. The fact that the only people that watch this channel are government officials, people that are working for the beast system. It's incredible. But all is being revealed. Believe me, if God can reveal all these demons, the Antichrist, the timeline of the mark of the beast, trust me, he can reveal all of you slime balls, all you serpents also, which he has. So I'm just biding my time, collecting all the data, all the history, everything. Believe me, I'm a mad scientist when it comes to this stuff. So you can already see through my decodes how I store stuff, pull things together. I have folders of decodes and numbers. I showed you those back in way back 5-6 years ago with the Astro World decode. So I've been compiling a lot. I see a lot. I have great people that do help, that have helped over the years, but yeah, as much or as little, every little bit helps. Yeah, let me see what else. Let's go back to some decodes. You guys want to see the numbers? Like, let me know what you want to see. Like, if this doesn't appease to you and your hair and you're like, oh, I don't like this, then let me know, because I don't have to do this. I already know this. I honestly don't have to share it to you. Like, it benefits me in no way whatsoever. Knowing these decodes and then having to sit down and make a presentation to share it to people that don't understand. So let me know. I can stop. I don't have to do this. I can share other stuff. I can do um tutorials. I can do racing videos. Like, I don't need to stress with this stuff. I can do easy, entertaining stuff, boring things, things that have nothing to do with Bible prophecy. I could do all of that. So who here understands decoding? Do you understand what you're seeing on the screen? Do you understand everything that I've presented to you? And who doesn't understand? If you don't understand, let me know. Now's the time. Because it takes a lot of time to do this. And I honestly don't like doing it, but I do it because I feel it's what God has designed for me at this point. But I'm also not a fool. I'm not going to stand there and talk to a brick wall, right? So, and stop my life and miss out on living. So, give me a second. Hold on. Yeah, instead of being on live for 2.5 hours going over things that I already know and understand and then preparing for, I could have been doing other stuff. I could have been having fun. I could have went for a walk to the store and got a burger or something. I could have been playing my game online, meeting new friends, streaming with someone. There's other people out there that are streaming. I could be doing a lot more things than stress to share this out to people that don't really care, don't understand, they don't like it, they're not going to comment, they're not going to share it. So it's like, wow, I spent 2 hours doing the decode for myself and understood it. And instead of going out and living my life, I decided to spend another 2 hours compiling the information, presenting it in a way that people that are ignorant would understand. Then I spend another 2 hours presenting it live to like just a handful of people. They tell me they're not bots. They tell me they're real people. I don't know what to think or believe anymore. But all I'm realizing is that I think I don't need to do this anymore. I think I've done enough. You've seen that the history. There's no point in pushing this and trying to find ways to convince you all or share with you where we are. I'm just going to be like, dude, the channel's dead anyways. Pointless me giving it any more energy and attention. Just leave it. Less risk of it getting deleted if I just leave it and then go do other things. Yeah, I've done everything. I'm completely censored, and there's people working collectively to keep it that way, right? You got to open your eyes and look around. Masons and controlled ops don't want to work with me or anything. They only want to work with each other. That's how it is. They don't want real truth getting out there. They want they want pity potty truth, right? See, look at that. 2.5 hours. Yeah, sitting here. It's not fun. Sitting in front of the screen for 2 hours, just sipping on tea that's so cold now. It gets stuffy. I want to go for a walk and get some air, but I'm honestly realizing I don't have to do this anymore. It's not worth it to tell the truth on the internet at this time. If you don't know the truth, then you should honestly go figure it out for yourself, find the time, learn it, do it yourself. It's hurtful that you think we don't care. Um, yeah, the channel, you see the emails I'm getting, you see the my analytics, things are showing clearly that no one cares, so I'm not gonna care either anymore. Especially with the decodes I've just shown, you can see all of this. So I know what I have, I know what I'm capable of, I know the gift I have. I know that I have a great understanding of Bible prophecy. I know I live and breathe it. I know it's ingrained in my DNA, Bible prophecy. So me being on the internet is just basically giving information to the beast. So I'm going to stop doing this. AI is too powerful now for me to think I can come online on the beast network and find people to wake up. Like, I'm pretty sure the beast is way ahead of the game. It's going to make sure that the only people watch this is itself. So I feel like the only people watching is AI bots controlled by the beast network. Okay, so if anyone wants to come on, I'm going to leave an invite in the chat because honestly, I don't believe people are real. So if you want to come on and say some things, you can jump in. I'll air it live. So that's the invite. So genetic modification, there's your 1086s. Again, September 11th, 2001. That's a pinnacle point for this ritual. So from that date to when CERN turned on was exactly 1086 weeks. And what did CERN turn on? A large hadron collider equals 1086. Particle colliders equals 1086. The Jesuit order, the beast system, womb of creation, World Wide Web, all 1086, Federal Reserve 1086, genetic modification 1086 and 846. Hey, Lori. So Lori's here. Good to see you,
Hi,
Lori. How you doing?
good. Hey, I appreciate you and your
Awesome.
knowledge.
Thank you so much for jumping on. I know it takes a lot. A lot of people aren't comfortable in front of the camera or live on the internet, but I appreciate you coming on. I know I'm having so many doubts right now about the internet because I know how powerful it is and how deceptive it is. So I'm sorry I had to say what I said regarding people being bots or maybe not real, but you're clearly a real person, Lori. So God bless
Well,
you.
I am, and I'm really tired, so my eyes are closed, but I can think with my eyes closed, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I'll open my eyes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
are you
appreciate your
understanding?
knowledge.
Are you
Pardon me?
understanding? Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it, but do you understand it? That's the main thing.
I totally understand what's going on. Totally. So what do
Yeah.
you know? Where are we going in the future with all this?
Well, we're going to witness the rise of the machines, the implementation fully of a digitalized world, like 100% fully digitalized from the way humans are born into this world would be digitally controlled to the way we're raised and taught to read, write, eat, go to school would be all digital. Medical, any doctor appointment or surgery or administering of medicine will be digital and machine based. All of it. Humans are being taken out of everything. So we're being removed as people that work and provide and do and cause
Hmm.
and create to people that are just the opposite. I just can't think of the words right now, but we're being resorted to product, to cattle, to sheep, basically, to basically ants in an ant farm. That's it. We're no longer the top of the food chain, right?
Okay.
And all this AI
Well,
stuff, it uses water to survive. It's data centers for cooling. So for AI to run and do what it's doing, it needs constant cooling for its data. And that cooling relies on clean drinking water. So now our clean drinking water that humans need for survival is now being shared with the machines that also need it for its survival. So that's not a good thing right there. That we're sharing an element as important as water to survive with the machine that also needs it to survive and run, which means that it will think for its own survival first before humans, and it will have the purpose that, oh, your survival relies on my survival, so I come first for you to be able to exist. That's how it's going to be, and that's what we're
mm,
moving closer towards.
to tell you the truth, Nico, I'm okay. I'm okay with all of it. I mean, I'm not okay with their programming. I'm not okay with what they've done to humanity, but I've got the Lord Jesus Christ in my DNA. They can never steal it from me. They have done so much to harm me in every single way, but I'm still okay.
Yep, we are still okay for sure. That's why we got to put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, which equals 1086, and the beast system equals 1086. So now it's time to armor up because we need to stand against the beast system, which is fully being implemented. It's here. It's now assigning its rulers, its leaders for the beast system in different zones and nations in the world. So that's pretty much what I've seen and tried to warn people, and I know how crazy it sounded a decade ago, but there's no way it can sound as crazy as it did 10 years ago as it does right now.
I know. Ephesians 6 every day.
Yeah.
Are you at peace?
At peace with what? Of course, I'm at peace. I'm happy that it
Yeah.
is to know where we are in the timeline, especially the biblical timeline, for sure. That's all I wanted to know. And it makes me even happier to know that, yeah, we're at the end. I know a lot of people fear what is said about Revelation and the end times, but it just means that we get to leave this cursed world so we can return home, and to have Jesus returning is the ultimate. So I feel like I'm more at peace now knowing we're in Revelation as opposed to being born in a time where, say, if I was doing the same thing 2,000 years ago, right? Or 1,000 years ago, it would be like, wow, we're in this timeline. Jesus was here 1,000 years ago, but end times isn't for another 1,000 years. So I'd be like, damn, so what do? I'm stuck in the middle of this fallen world. There's not much I can do. It's not my lifetime. So, you know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like, wow, I'd be in the mindset like, oh, I need to continue on my my generations. I need to get children. I need to pass on this knowledge, let them know that one day the end times is coming, and to keep passing on that information to your children, to their children, to know that our descendants one day will witness the end times, right? But thankfully, I believe that those end times are now, and we are those descendants of our ancestors that will experience this and witness it.
Right. And I am so I look the way I do because I'm really I'm soul tired of speaking the truth, and people aren't listening. So what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Laurie. But I see we got, was that Scott Freedom?
Yo,
I see Scott
Keep it.
Freedom. Good to see you, man. How's your
good to
night
see you, dude,
going?
man. Fucking Nico, dude. How you doing, nah?
Bro, I'm just out here realizing the timeline, seeing a lot of things in these decodes. Uh, with all the connections, with all the psyops, I'm pretty sure you saw the connections with the Snake Eyes movie and Charlie Kirk. Like that's just been a wild month. And it's just pretty
Yeah.
much it's confirming a lot of things, especially with AI. And I don't know, what are your thoughts, bro, on all of this?
Oh man, AI fake. I think it's all a setup, all designed. That's what the creator. In my heart. You know what I mean. It's obvious. It's in our face. It's been like this for the last ever since 2020. Things have like just been straight dead on. Like it's in your face. It's obvious. We know what it is. It's just now we're so outnumbered with stupidity, where like 80% of the world population is not, they're not thinking. So the 20% that are thinking, we've already been traced and tracked. That the corporate system, they already
Yeah.
know who we are, what we do, everything we doing, right? That's invaded our privacy for the last 5 years now because we didn't comply. So now it's not over yet. It hasn't ended. They still want to force us to do things. I still, I hold up to that. I'm not just like, what are we gonna do? So basically, we're at the stake where we're literally waiting until these guys come door to door and force us to do things that we don't want to do and comply to. We've already reached there so close
Yeah.
back in 2021, right? Very close.
It's coming. And like you
Yeah.
said, people aren't ready for what's coming. They're being lulled. They're kept in this lull. So all these like apps like TikTok and Instagram, these things are there designed to keep people distracted to
Yeah.
it feeds into the ego. It gives them views and all stuff, and that people are more into that than like, oh, I don't care to know about all this doomsday stuff. Like they say to me, oh, you're so doomsday, you should just live a little, but yet they're posting selfies. I'm like, that's not living.
Yeah.
You're just
But they're just
you're
feeding that
Yeah, you're
the,
being
the
distracted
AI
by the very
metaverse, right?
system that's seducing you into and feeding into your ego with this fake internet crap that you can't put down, right? So it's just like, yeah, people are so distracted. They're not going to see it coming, even though we're out here screaming it. This is what's happening. So I just don't know what else to do. Like posting on the internet doesn't seem like the best thing to do anymore, especially with this kind of information, but it still is because I know the beast controls this system, but in the end, God kind of controls everything. And in God's time, if he can make anything happen, right? So I guess that's why I still go on against
You got it. Yeah,
this
you got it.
posting on the very system that I'm trying to bring down feels like a stupid move, but in the end, if it's for God, you know that when God can make things happen, he'll break it through whatever Satan's trying to restrict and silence. So what
It's
do you
very
think of the
cool.
latest C codes? You thinking we're nearing that time, especially with digital ID in the UK? I heard Canada's getting it. I'm now hearing it's going to include your jab passport. Like it's all just like, are you kidding me? Is this all taken out of the conspiracy handbook we've been mentioning for years, and now they're just revealing it pinpoint play by play as we've been teaching and saying it would happen.
Yes, it's great. I'm Ojibwe. I'm native, a little bit of Anishinaabe, from Wacomican, Ontario, here up by Manitou Island is north.
Yeah, okay.
So my tribe, when I was young, I spent a lot of time there because it was a beautiful place to be, gorgeous, freaking land to be, nice. But those elders that sat me down in circles and whatnot taught me, and I did come from a Christianity family as well because of what happened to us back then. But I don't hold that kind of grudge. What I'm trying to focus is what my elders taught us is the colors, the unity of everybody all around the world are eventually going to come together into a circle one day to realize how corrupt the system is and try to figure out a better way to live a life so we're all living equally and more happier than instead of we're being fished into a fishbowl for corporations, right?
Yeah.
We're at that point as realization. We do realize that. My generation, I got it, right? But the people I grew up with, no, they're far gone. A lot of my friends died from fentanyl, car accidents, and just suicide. You know what I mean? But it gotten smaller, right? So now and a lot of them don't want to talk about what we're talking about right here. It's too deep for them. They can't handle it. So sometimes when they bring these topics to these people that are not ready, they become more suicidal and they just don't
Yeah.
care and they
But that's the
turn to
thing.
drugs.
That's what we got to understand. Why is talking about this too deep? Like, what is too deep? I don't understand this deepness. Oh, that's so serious. Oh, that's too
Yeah, I
deep.
know.
Like, what does that mean? Because to me, it's just normal, everyday talk and
That's
understanding.
what I mean. It's
There's
normal.
nothing deep about it, you know. The people that are saying, "Oh, that's too deep," but then I see how they're in living their existence and blocking out truth. It's like, whoa, that's
Yeah,
insane. You're
and they
insane.
become the
You're
problem.
you know.
They literally are becoming the problem because they want to remain silent because the things that do matter, right? They don't want to fight, but they're willing to fight their best friends and their family and their neighbors, but don't want to go up against a system that deserves it the most, right?
Yeah.
It's the easy way out. It's weak minds, right? That to me that they're weak minded. They're not ready. They're vulnerable, and basically they become a problem between people like our minds, right? Or they just avoid us. They run away from us. They ignore us.
What does
Or
it
they just
mean then? So if when they say, "Oh, that's too deep," like what is it that they're afraid of? Like what is it that they have that they want to hold on to that they don't want to go down that path? Like what do they have that's so so great that they're holding on to? What is this security that they have that they turn away at the very fact of, oh, this truth, I don't want to go down that, that's too deep, you know what I mean? Like,
It's the indoctrination. It's the television from what we grew up to. It's watching celebrities, the gossip, the drama. You know what I mean? The magicians, the artists. Like this is like it's literally witchcraft, black magic, and all sorts of
so you're saying
magic.
it's just like full on
Yeah.
being programmed without
Yes,
ever
they're full on
questioning
program.
anything,
Yeah.
without ever using their mind? They never once questioned the news that was given to them. They just willingly said, oh, the TV said it, so it has to be true. Like, I've
Yeah,
never
you
been
got
like
it.
that. So that's honestly how it's gonna be. Like, these people
We're
just,
literally up against. So look what they did during the COVID, man. And these people were fucking brainwashed and complied.
yeah,
So
lack
many.
of critical thinking, lack of common sense, lack of biblical understanding, lack of understanding the word of God and what the Bible is and what it tells us about these times. Like, that's what I couldn't believe. I was like, it's written. Everyone knows this, whether you're a Christian or not. We knew this story before we even read the Bible. And now we're here. It's like, I always thought, how would people actually ever take this mark of the beast when it's written and known about? Like, I knew about the mark of the beast and the 666 number before I would ever read the Bible, right? So it's
Yeah,
like
same here.
all children do, and no child is capable to read the Bible. It's so big, it's so complicated with its tiny little wording on its Bible paper, right? So it's very
My son runs around the
intimidating.
house.
Yeah.
He plays the Roblox, right? I have to watch him on his iPad, and I always like investigate what he's doing right after. But
Yeah.
at the day, I give him that power as learning already at an early age and knowing from the right from wrong and the programming. So that you know what I mean. But he's jumping around saying 666 and all that stuff. I'm looking at him like, oh my god. I'm like, dude, like,
And it's
well,
like with my decodes, I always point to 9/11. And in real life, like when we lived that day, I was in high school and I was 16. And I questioned everything. And for some reason, something happened in my mind. Like, I remember standing there looking at it, and the first thing in my mind was like, this is not real. I was like, is this honestly the real life? Like, they actually reenacted a movie or one of the movies or cartoons. I was like, I've seen this before. It's like, this is deja vu. It instantly felt like some kind of ritual or spell was triggered in me, and I could feel my mind like fighting it. My mind was like, don't believe this. This is some kind of preconditioned programming. Because as soon as I saw it, everything that I watched as a kid in the 90s, like the Die Hard movies or any action movie in the 90s, any alien movie in the 90s, it was always New York getting destroyed. Any cartoon where there was New York, it was always that same image. So when we saw it on TV in the real life, it was like, it just instantly had red flags surrounding it. And then that moment, and I look back and I was like, that's how I know something different happened within me, because I was too young to even understand certain things, but I still knew it was fake. I told myself instantly it was an inside job. And then you just watch the world fall for it. And my whole family, they were all crying that night when it happened. Everyone was, oh my God, America's under attack. And I was standing there like, just like critically thinking about it. And I was like, this feels like an inside job. And then everyone's looking at me. It's like, why aren't you sad? Are you normal? And they're looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm not crying and acting out, right? I'm just like, nah, this just looks fake to me. And that was it. My family was like, are you crazy? You have mental issues. How can you say this is fake? So yeah, that's pretty much how it began.
And it came right after the Ukraine woman, right? In the train.
Oh yeah.
And that, and I think it was what 3 weeks after that incident, then bam, that one came out. I both called both psyop fake. You know what I mean? And it's just, come on, man. We got people, we got our neighbors dying and left, right, and center, man. People are just dropping right now like crazy. People going missing. Literally, just people disappearing. Kids, adults. You know, it's happening.
So I've seen something with the jabs that were rolled out in 2021. So it seems like it has like some kind of time
It's like
release.
an MK Ultra. Yeah, it's like an MK
So
Ultra
whoever
spell.
took it, and if you're in a certain age group, so it's, let's say 50 and older, anyone that's 50 and older that took that jab in that time is now dead, right? My dad took it in 2021. He died in September. I know many of my other friends, parents, and stuff all dropped in the last few months. I was like, oh, all the deaths are happening now. I'm like, this is the jab kicking in now. So it has a release. You know, when you take certain pills and it has like a 12-hour release because it's got this thing on it? The
Yeah,
same thing with the jabs, right? So it was like some people, they had an instant reaction and had like injuries from it, but the people
blood
that were
clots
able
and yeah.
to have it do their thing, it did what it wanted to. It's not kill them right away, but have it release and activate after 2-3 years, right?
Or enough to just to comply to what's coming, like those psyops.
And you got to
You know what I mean?
understand this. These
It's
systems,
it's like an
it's
MK
gonna
Ultra kind of spell.
yeah, it's gonna rely on compliance. And who's the
Yeah,
most compliant generation? It's gonna be the young generation from like 5 to 25, right? And anyone
yeah.
older than that is gonna be considered troublemaker, rebellious, right? So that's why that whole 50 to 80 age group is being kind of like slowly removed from society because they're not really needed. They're not as compliant as this generation X's or whatever they call them, millennials, right? They're all got the purple pink hair, like they're super
The purple.
compliant, right? So
Yeah, dude. My son's 8 years old, man. Jab free since birth, and I homeschool him.
yeah, that's
No
great.
issues.
You see?
Because I got status, right? I'm Aboriginal, so they people called the CAS on me and tried to get my kid taken away. But because I was Aboriginal, I got status. I fought. I won the battle, so it made
Yeah.
things a little more easier for me.
It's none of people's business, but you see how
That's
people
right.
get into your business like snakes, like
Yeah.
agents of the
I had to
matrix,
spend money. I
right?
had to get an affidavit, bro. I had to get an affidavit. Go through all that process just for my kid not to be jabbed. That was crazy, man. And that was 2017, man. I went through that, you know, before things got rough. And when things in 2020 hit, right away, I was calling things out right away. And
Jody, do you know anyone that took the jab that's no longer with us now?
no, I know a bunch of suicide. My father passed away in his bed. My stepfather passed away in his bed, and I'm not sure if he took the jab or not, but they've similarly died in bed. And my uncle that was working at the oil rigs, he committed suicide. He couldn't handle the lockdowns. He hung himself. And then his daughter, a year after, did the same thing. Hung herself, 18 years old. But I'm not sure if she took the jab either. I'm not too sure. But half of my family did take it. All the women on my side of my family did not take it. Strong woman. Oh, my mom. I got a lot of the knowledge I have today is because of my mother. She did the astrology charts, man. She was like predicting things, and she went so deep that she just didn't want to go anymore because she had a child that was born with CP. My brother can't walk or talk. He was born that way, and he's 30 years old now. So I still feel where my mom's coming from. She lost a lot of that knowledge because of taking care of a disabled son that can't walk and talk. That took a lot of her energy. So
yeah, it would.
she does have me, you know what I mean, and she spread that out. I have about 4 siblings, and we're all on the same level. Except my oldest brother, he took the shot. Fucking idiot. But again, that's whatever your choice is. But again, he still stands with us. You know what I mean? I forgive him, but
Lori, sorry, I said Jody
Yes.
before, but it's Lori. So do you know people that took this jab and kind of died in the last year or so from it? The thing is, like, they would have taken it in 2021 and enough time would have gone by. So it's 2024, 2025, 3-4 years. So it's enough time that goes by where people won't associate these sudden deaths with the jab that they took. They'll be like, oh, that was so long ago, not understanding that they can have a set time release. That's how far the technology's come, that you could take something 3 years ago and it won't activate until 3 years later, right?
Right. No, I haven't experienced anybody that I know of that took the jab that has passed yet. I didn't take the jab, and I am totally hated. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
totally hated by the medical society, by my community, and that's okay. I'm cool with it. It don't bother
No,
me at all.
they hate us because you didn't listen or comply. But if this was a
I
real
know.
situation, they should look at you like, oh my God, you're a scientific miracle. You should be dead now
Yes.
because this virus was deadly. And the fact that you survived it without wearing a mask or taking a jab, you're like you should be studied. You're so like you resisted the most deadliest virus in history, right? So
It's gonna take a lot more. It's gonna take a lot more than that. I'm really a strong person, and they don't like that either. They do not like the strong ones. They want everybody to comply and be sheep. And I really am a living rebel without a cause. But I stand for Christ, and I don't know what more to say.
yeah, we are the resistance, and there's no
Yeah.
resistance without Jesus, that's for sure. And what we're about to do is resist this digital antichrist, this digital beast, one way or another. I'm not saying, oh, we're going to get together and protest and rally up because,
That's what they expect.
yeah, that's what they want. They really do.
That's
They,
what they want. We already
yeah,
see happening in the States right now with the ICE team, right? It's all, you know.
yeah, they set it up knowing that they got you all emotional and like emotionally drained, all your energies involved in this, whether it's like
Yeah.
immigrant hangover, they play up on that, and then they get you out in the streets and they create these fake stories like, oh, some immigrant like did something to a British child, and now everyone needs to come out with their pitchforks and flames to end this immigration, and then they have it set up. It's like people don't know how they're being played. They show up at these protests. Some friggin' MP gives them a freaking sign, so everyone has the same sign saying the
Yep.
same thing. I'm like, what the hell? How is this a grassroots movement? These people didn't just come and show up. Like they've been lulled. They've been like herded like sheep to
That's the
do this.
beginning of the awakening, though. That's literally the start of everyone's awakening, right? It's
Yeah,
hit the protest. You know, I did that back in like 2012 for the GMO
yeah,
festivals and stuff like that, or the Million Man's Mass March. I remember that
yeah,
back in like 2011. Well,
yeah.
that's like
I
back in
was
the day.
there back at the beginning of 2020, so I know at the feeling of how a real grassroots movement should look and feel, but it didn't last long. Within 4 weeks, it was
Lockdown, yeah.
infiltrated. Within the first 4 weeks, from April 29th to the end of May, it was already overrun by uh, politicians, control
Yeah, I
camps,
remember that.
Freemasons.
That's why I recognized you from over. I think it was with Chris Guy and
Yeah, yeah. Chris
Kellyanne.
Guy,
Well,
Kellyanne, the whole Toronto crew from out
Kellyanne.
there.
I remember seeing her on Dr. Phil.
Oh
That's where
yeah,
she from.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
what
there.
the heck, dude?
All of that stuff. Crazy. What a wild ride. It's like that was a moment in time that was like it wasn't real, but it did happen. And it's even
Yeah,
weirder because how things just went back to normal and then people like pretend like that
just
never
forgot about it.
happened and
Yeah,
they never acted the way they acted during those times, banned us from their stores, tried to kick us out the mall for a dumb paper mask. And yeah, it's
well, I like that
complete.
one you guys did at the Eaton Center. Yeah, the Eaton Center was bomb. You know, when you guys ran the Eaton Center and did that,
Yeah,
that was nice. That was
everywhere.
that
Definitely brought out the best in me for and showed that I am resistance, that I did not stand for it. It was just instant. As soon as I saw what the government was doing, I was just wherever I could be to let them know it's not gonna happen. You will have
no.
resistance. You will have a pushback. Might not be the biggest pushback, but it will be a pushback. It's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm. If they do it again, that's, I mean, if they lock us down again, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna get everyone on the street
It looks
for
like
sure.
it's amping up for something. This whole digital system that's coming, and it's going to be worse than the pandemic. That was just the setup, and now they know that the system's ready. They can honestly pull that again and lock people in it for that's the new way. There's no returning back in 2 weeks. That's it. That's it. That's it. Everyone stays home. Everyone works online and streams their work, and the system will pay you, right? The AI with the digital money, or just show up in your account. As long as you're online every day for a certain amount of time, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're doing TikTok or YouTube or playing your video game and streaming it to Twitch, that's your new job. As long as you're not outside doing anything, you just gotta feed the system, which is media. It's all digital, right? So
AI is paying you, right? AI is giving the people money.
And who's going to say no when the digital money comes into their account every week and it's like $1,300-$1,400? They're going to be like, oh, okay, this is more than I was making before, sitting in traffic for minimum wage, going to some crappy job, and now I get to do makeup tutorials at home and brush my dog hair and get paid $5,000 a month. So it's like, what the hell? Who is that serving? People are being guided by this AI and by the money. So it's basically telling you what it wants you to do because it's paying you. It's like, oh, I want you to stay home and make videos of you cutting your dog's hair or brushing its teeth or just doing something ridiculous. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is the beast system. It's honestly coming. We've seen that people can be coerced into staying home and working online. The system works. Everyone was Zooming and online virtual chats, virtual work. The courts are now virtual. You get in trouble with the law, virtual. Everything's online. It's just happened overnight, right? So
scary.
Anyway,
just want to go back about 200 years ago, how we were living with nature. That's what I mean. The Aboriginal people had it right, man. They lived life basically just easy. Just grow your own food, build your own house, get your own clean water. You know what I mean? That you kept active. You were busy. You were working out. You were doing things that were good for the family. You know what I mean? Today, now we're sitting at home and it's like we're working for corporations on a daily basis.
That was the way, and they didn't like that. So like you said, the Aboriginals, the natives were living their way, and that way, no matter how it looks to us now, was for God, and God provided, which is how people were able to survive since the beginning, all this time, in what we perceive to be like hard times. Like, oh, they had no electricity or no friggin' water pumps or toilets. How could they ever survive? I'm like, bro, God provides. When Satan isn't in your business, when you're not paying taxes to a satanic system, then yeah, God provides. But once you submit yourself into a system, once you accept your social insurance card, once you accept your birth certificate number and your digital ID, then yeah, that you have to abide by daddy government, right? Daddy government provides, no longer God.
My son. I tried to resist that, but I couldn't do it. I was like, fuck. They want that. They took his blood too, right? So like they take everyone's blood at birth. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, and the placenta. Placenta is very important, dude. I didn't know. Like,
I learned that when the babies are born, they prick the bottom of the foot to get a DNA sample, and that goes straight into the genetic database. That's how AI
the PKU.
And they take the placenta too, man. I was trying to. I wanted to take the placenta and bury it on my native land, right? And they told me straight up, hell no.
And then they take it and use it for their ritual.
They take it, yeah. They said, no, it's ours now. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way, it can't be. I'm like, and then that's when they called the CAS on me. I had cops come there to the hospital, dude. Oh my god, my kid had to stay there at the hospital for 7 days, so I got them to bring him home. They were investigating me, fucking everything. I was like, you guys are fucking idiots, man. Just because I know and I like to have the placenta so I can bury it on my native land, and you guys just like crazy.
Yeah, it's a constant battle once you have children. That's why I kind of knew to stay away from having children. After I knew what I knew so young, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a battle. I'm going to be needed for this end times war. I mean, having children or having a wife and kids and a family is definitely gonna be a
I'm the
struggle,
only,
and it's gonna be
yeah,
a way for the evil to attack. You know what I mean? So I had to
you're smart. That's a good. I'm the only
stay.
one in my family right now. Of all my
Yeah.
mom's kids, I'm the only one with the kids.
So that's pretty much why I think I'm still single with no kids and family, because I find it's just easier that way. Less the devil can't really get to you in many ways. Like if I had children and a wife and things are starting to happen to my kids and my like, I'd lose it, man. Like I'd go
Yeah.
insane. Like it would be war. Like I just yeah. So
Oh,
it would just be a next level thing. I'd probably self-destruct and wouldn't be able to really take on the beast system because I was too busy protecting my family. But yeah, there's bigger things going on than
yeah.
just me
That's why
having a family.
I'm more silent, right? I'm the humble guy that likes to watch and listen. I choose that too. That's what my mother taught me too. Is just sit back, watch, and listen. You know, your time will come where you speak, right?
No, I used to be that way. Just sit back, listen, take everything in. Especially because I
Well,
left home
that's what we
young.
got
So
Nico. We got Nico right now. Like you know, you
yeah,
got good stuff, man. I appreciate it though. You're a
thank
good
you,
man.
man. Appreciate you,
Appreciate it.
especially since you've been watching for a while. So yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
I'm happy that you got YouTube, man. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I got you on Facebook, but
yeah.
but
I've had the YouTube, it's been working good. Facebook, I don't know. I'm trying different things to see
oh,
how
garbage. Yeah,
what's the best
they
recipe
got
to
all Metaverse got us all purebloods in a section. I know they do.
yeah,
They definitely do, man. I'm mad about
unbelievable.
that. Pissed off. I'm just like, yo, man, you guys just they ruined the internet. Internet used to be okay to use back
Yeah,
15,
it
10 years
used,
ago.
yeah.
I,
It's
I
not
thought it
the
was cool.
internet's
I
not
was
the
like,
internet
yeah.
anymore.
Now
It's
it's like
still
internet's
a scam. It's just a complete
yeah.
scam. And everything is match made to you. Whatever you scroll is generated to suit you. It just feels so fake and forced. I hate it. It's not real.
And why do they always got to update things every goddamn month? Or you know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah, always.
I know something with the CERN. You know CERN and the metaverse and beta. It's all tied up into one freaking weird web, man. These guys are weirdos, sickos.
So are you both from Canada?
Yeah.
Lori, you're from Canada, Lori?
No, I'm in Washington State.
Oh,
Washington State. Oh, okay.
that's good to hear.
So what's that? You're in Seattle, that Washington State, not Washington, D.C.,
Spokane.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So that's close to the Seattle area, right?
Seattle on the way to Idaho, Montana. Just a little pass me through, you know.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But Nico, I do, I know it's live and I know you've got an audience and that's good. And I just want to let you know I appreciate your knowledge. I only found your channel 2 sessions ago, knew nothing about you, was automatically enthralled and knew that thank God somebody was out there, speaking the truth. And I want to declare and decree right now today that I did not consent or conform to any of this. Um, I am not ever going to follow the beast, ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got
Yes,
this.
Lori, you're awesome. I hope you have a good night. You can
All
go
right,
off.
I've never
Yeah.
been on live like this before, so I don't know how to hang up. I know that
There's a
sounds,
red button.
No
Are you
say
worries.
on the
what?
phone? Are you on the
Yeah,
phone?
yeah,
It should be a red one, a red button.
a red
Yeah.
button.
Well, hopefully we talk soon,
Um,
Lori. It's been great hearing from you. Thank you for coming in and saying all your great the great kind words you said. So I appreciate that too.
all right, Nino, and go have that hamburger and go take that walk and
I
to your
will. I'm
guest
getting
over
hot.
there, I wish I was sitting Indian style in the woods by a bonfire, roasting marshmallows, sharing a good time.
The
And I'm
guitar.
good. And And I wish you all peace, God's peace, and we're going to make it. It's going to be okay. We know what's going on. We're good.
God bless
Good
you,
night.
Lori. Love you.
Good night.
Amen.
Bro. What a night. Yeah. So hopefully, honestly, again, appreciate you jumping on, Scott. Just yeah, man. I think it's the first time I've spoken to you live like this. So yeah, I'd like to see who's following. I know most people like to stay quiet, but it drives me crazy sometimes because I do, because I know what I know regarding AI and this technology and what it's capable of. I do get that thought like, oh, this has to be AI. It's got to be messing with me, thinking I have viewers when I don't. Like I think too much now, and so it's
Oh, they
yeah.
do. They do got AI. I guaranteed you had like 10 AI bots just watching, but not
Oh, for
commenting.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
People call
it's
them
happening.
trolls and stuff. Like, oh, someone's trolling. I'm like, no, I don't think that's someone trolling. I think that's just some kind of bot sent from the algorithms. It's so weird. I just wish people looked into it more and had a better understanding of how the internet works and how it's pretty much 90% bot, 10% human, man. That's it. People think they're talking to and having conversations and relationships with real people. It's all just algorithm, and it's so
That's why
dangerous.
YouTube and Instagram and all that metaverse social media stuff. They literally created like 3 billion bots to occupy and keep people busy. Right? It's a strategy.
Wow. You
Yeah.
know that for a fact?
Oh, I'm guaranteed. I've been seeing that
Yeah,
ever
for
since the
sure.
2020. It happened. Yeah. People
3
think they're talking to
billion?
real
That's
people.
basically half the human population. And how many bots do you think now? They probably got
Oh yeah.
the one bot for each human on Earth, man, already to fuck with them whenever it can. To the point
That's
where
what.
it'll be 2 bots for every person, right? Which will give us 20 billion bots.
And
Insane. But you
everyone
got a
thinks they're
nice
busy,
setup
right?
there, man. I forgot to mention you got a sick setup there. So tell us a bit
Yeah.
about that. What do you use that setup for?
Dude, I jump on panels ever since the COVID days, man. I've been jumping on debating people. I get shut down. I get blocked. I get muted, especially from America,
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
I'm a native, right? I'm status Aboriginal, but then I have the other half of me is Italian, right? So, but I still stick with my roots where I'm born and raised from, right? It's take care of your people in your own backyard, your loved ones. You know, keep that circle strong. You know what I mean? Things have fallen apart, right? That circle, it came really small, dude, and it's in a desperate need of people coming together. You know what I mean? It's getting along and understanding our differences and trying to figure out who the real enemy is. And
Yeah.
we already know it's the system, right? People always question the system. What is the system? Well, the system is what we all grew up to. It's all around us. You know what I mean? It's basically mainly the system is turning into now the AI.
So wait, as a native, is your belief system, does it align with Christianity and the Bible?
Yeah, yep. That's why I am Christian too, man. Raised by Christians.
All right. So does that
Exactly.
go for all natives? Is that the collective when it comes to a native person? Does their faith solely
To
lie
some,
within
to some of
Christianity?
them, yeah. Some of
Uh,
them don't. They are resistant. They don't. They feel like they've been trampled on, and they feel like they've been betrayed because of the wrong people back in the day. They made mistakes. I understand that. At the end of the day, we gotta see that there is a higher power there, and we gotta acknowledge that. You know what I mean?
okay, that's good to know. It's very interesting. But yeah, I'm feeling very exhausted now,
But
bro.
I don't go to church. I'm not the church type of guy. I
Oh no,
know.
no,
I
I'm
think
not a church going Christian either. No way. That's
I
very
think the church is where your heart is, and I do my smudging and praying to the God and the Creator up there. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? And it is needed. And a lot of people need to go back to those commandments of loving life and appreciating people around them and what we have as in nature circle of life. The animals, the insects, the plant, the trees, the air, the food we eat. It's all important, and it should be all equally respected, and it needs to be protected, especially by people like you and I. That's what we're here
Yeah.
for. Is to speak the things that do matter. And even though if the people don't want to hear it, you're gonna hear it.
Wow, so it's been great having you on, Scott, and Lori, that was just on earlier. I apologize for assuming everyone watching was a bot, but I'm glad you proved me wrong. And anyone else watching that, yeah, there are real people in here chatting and watching along. Not everything is AI and an attack, but yeah, God bless you, Scott, man. It's
Amen, man. I appreciate you, Nico. And yeah, always do open panels like once a week or
yeah,
something, man.
I gotta
You
do it
start
more
attracting
often.
people, around the world and stuff like that. I used to get a lot of people from Australia, so but all right, over there.
Definitely would have you come on. So don't be shy. If you ever want to jump on, let me know. The invite's always open to you, man. I'm pretty sure
All right, man.
everyone else agrees. So yeah, all the
You
best,
stay
bro. We
strong,
will
man. Yeah,
talk
you stay strong.
soon, man.
Keep doing
For
what you're
sure. I'm
doing.
gonna stay on it.
Keep
And
doing what you're doing. Don't give up, bro. You know you're here for a reason. Always feel good,
yeah,
And I appreciate the chat. Much love to everybody. And
yeah.
freedom.
Good night, brother, man.
We're in
Freedom
this.
for sure.
All right. Much love, man.
Much love. That's it, everyone. So have a good night. 3 hours. No structure. I kind of got all the information in the beginning of the live. With the 1404, I did do a short live earlier and then a video upload of that live. I'm just trying different things with the channel. Seems like when you do a live and it's short, it doesn't really get promoted. But when you download that live and then post it as a video, it might do better. So I'm just comparing that right now. And then, yeah, just a talk this evening. See who's around, who's up, who's watching and listening and understanding. We had Lori and Scott. So yeah, awesome couple of people that came on to share some insights and kind words with us all. So it's been very much appreciated. Super tired now. I'm so exhausted. I need to go get some food, drink, get some air. 3 hours to sit in front of the internet is quite a minute. Vivian says good night, all. Where is everyone? So yeah, I'm on the East Coast of North America, and it's 1:41 a.m. I gotta go to bed. I want to get up early and watch the Formula One race. I believe it's at 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning from Singapore. So yeah, something to watch, but definitely more decodes to get done. So I might be decoding while watching that if the race is boring. A lot of the races this year have been boring. So yeah, pretty sure I'll find some more connections. There'll be more to add to the decodes. There might be another PSYOP tomorrow on Sunday, October 5th. Yeah, we're in the same time zone, Vivian. Yeah, 142 here as well. All right, everyone. If you've been watching and listening to this live stream, I know it's been a long one, but I came on because I believe I have some very, very important biblical prophetic connections in regards to the mark of the beast and when and how and where it might be rolled out. And it looks like we have a date starting December 1st, 2026, which is honestly 1 year away. That will go on all the way throughout till August 8th, 2028. So if you haven't already, make sure you submit to Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And as I said, if you've been watching and listening to this, you are the resistance.